All right, gentlemen, I got soup and whiskey to accompany this session.
I should get beer.
Excellent, excellent.
I just finished my soup and I'm drinking my, I guess this is kind of whiskey right now.
Hey, nice, Rob.
Before we start.
Oh yeah, and I told Rob already, but I'm on push to talk. So if you see me talking on the jam and I'm not saying anything, please let me know.
Well, it may just be me, but I can't really see you talking all that much just because of the lighting behind you. It's a little, just a heads up. So we may not even respond. Oh yeah, that would be much better.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, I'm in a different venue today, so.
All right. I think we're ready. As ready as I'm ever gonna be. NB, would you like to give a recap of last week?
No, I prefer somebody else did.
Okay. Would someone else like to volunteer of recapping all the crazy events that happened last week?
Yeah, I could probably shoot for it.
All right.
So, pretty much what happened last time, we finished our ride on Kalebor, the friendly dragon, and we got to the gates of Osiris, and the guards were pretty cool with letting us in with a little bit of a fee. And after that, we pretty much ended up going. I think we went straight to the tavern afterwards to get some rest. We ended up meeting the bartender. I can't remember her name, but she was really cool. We ended up having a good night. I played a nice little show for the people, and we had a jolly old time at the Bar's Right Inn. I think from there, Malone and Tree decided they would sleep at Malone's shop, and after that, I think in the morning we ended up just rendezvousing at the Bar's Right Inn, ate some breakfast, and from there we went to go see Brother Arma. And pretty much we got a reward from him. He told us he's impressed that we passed the test and that he has another job for us to go down to. I can't remember what the area was called, but they're having some political issues. There's a dictator there that is causing all kinds of shenanigans in the city. And he wants us to go kind of topple that whole thing that's going on, and he'll give us 300 gold each. I think that's what he said. After that, we ended up going to the shopping district to pretty much see the blacksmith. I think we went to go see Arkin. Yeah, we saw Arkin, and we met Garrick as well. He was pretty peeved about the whole painting situation for some reason. I thought that was pretty laughable. But after I don't know what else we ended up buying. I think somebody else went somewhere to get something. I can't remember. But we ended up running into, was it the mayor of the town that we talked to that gave us the mission, the quest for the bandits?
The assistant mayor or assistant to the mayor? That's who.
The assistant to the mayor. Okay. So the assistant to the mayor.
Dwight is shrewd.
Stop. Oh my god. Yeah, so Dwight Schrute came up to us, and bandits, caused they're pretty much, they set up a toll to trick unsuspecting, travelers into paying their toll to, get through this certain area. And he wants us to go check it out and take out the bandits. And he said not to take over the bandits, but we're probably going to do that. I think after that, I'm not sure what we did. I think we just stopped after that. I'm not sure. Anybody else remember anything else?
That's pretty good. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like mainly RP. It was a good session.
Definitely. And I seem to be having some connection issues, so there may be some lag until it sorts itself out. But yeah, we started off. I believe Tree was headed off on his own, going towards going towards the herbalism shop, I think. And then I can't remember where everybody else was going at this point. I know other people wanted to go purchase items. I think
Yes.
Envy or Malone, Milan, did you want to go visit the other blacksmith?
I wanted to see the tailor.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll start off with.
No, I am all set. I'll just continue to gather all my supplies from my shop. I may.
Cool. We'll start off with Jav and Tree and heading towards Absurds. You probably talked to a couple of the townsfolk, asking them about where you can find this place, and they all direct you to where to go. And you're directed to a very, very small shack that just looks like a rundown, beaten up old house. But hanging outside is a quite nice sign. That's just like a circle with the words absurds oddities in front of it. And then there's a door that seems like a nice door that's been added to this rundown shack, just right in the in the front.
Cool. I want to go inside.
All right. So you open up the door, and as you open it up, you don't see anything. It's just kind of like this shadowy essence in front of you. Doesn't seem like it's negative or anything, but it's not like you open up the door and you see right into the shop.
Whoa, wait. You just spanned, talk faster than it was ever possible to talk.
Okay. Well, I don't know if my...
we missed a lot of that, Rob.
No problem. I'll say it again. I don't know what's going on with this. It seems like it's settling down, though. Okay.
Yeah.
So you open up the door, and you see just like a shadowy mist in front of you. That's just kind of this very light mist swirling around. You can't see anything through it, but this is where you are directed to get to Absurds.
So do I sense any proportions of like a room inside?
Not really. Like you don't
Just
really sense
mist.
anything inside. Like you look around, you don't see
I'm
any
walking
windows or
into it.
anything. Okay, you walk right into it, and your breath is almost taken away as you walk through it. The lighting inside just completely changes, and you're inside this very brightly lit, massive building. You see it's got a very high ceiling, probably 30 feet high, but it has rows and rows and rows of different types of equipment, different types of food. You see one that has armor and weapons. This place is much, much bigger than what you saw on the outside. And you see towards the front, there's a bunch of what look like cages almost. But there are these rooms locked up, and you see a bunch of different... one room has a whole bunch of scrolls, books, other things inside it. Another one has a whole bunch of small little bottles with liquid. A third one has other miscellaneous knickknacks inside. But those are completely locked up. The rest of the building is just full of these rows and rows of shelves with different equipment. You also see, as you walk in and kind of take your bearings and you look around behind you, you see you walked in a door, but then there's probably about 6 or 7 other doors and this wall that you entered. And each door has a word above it. The word above the one you walked in is Osiris. You see one that has the word Gebanot above it, one that has the word Serket above it, a third one that has Ra, and then there's a few other words above these doors. And you probably see amongst the different shelves, probably about 40 to 50 people walking around shopping. You see a few that are dressed in the light clothing that you've seen on the people around Osiris. But then you also see a whole bunch of other types of clothing. One group of people is fully bundled up, wrapped up as if they came from somewhere cold. Another group is quite tan, as if they were from the southern reaches and the southern shores. But there's quite the hodgepodge of customers here inside this building.
So it's basically Amazon. Badass. I can see why Malone wouldn't like it, but all right. So is there like some staff that I can approach?
As you walk in,
are they like Best Buy employees? Are they coming around asking if they can help me, or are they just behind the counter?
You see a couple that are wearing these light blue vests. One of them walks up to you. He's this older silver-haired human, but he has bright green eyes, and he has a silver mustache that kind of twirls at the end. He wears these very tall riding boots, but the rest of his garments are just regular. And his face and skin color is very pale. And he walks up to you and just says, hello there, welcome to Absurd Artities. What can I do for you?
Well, I heard you were the spot for, like, anything that I might need. So I'm looking for a few items. Looking for some hide armor, possibly, as well as an herbalism kit and maybe some spell components.
We can definitely help you with all of that. Armor, I can take you right over there first. We have many different kinds. I'm sure we can find a nice set of hide armor that will fit a large man such as yourself. Then it will not cost you very much at all. So he takes you to one shelf, shows you a rack that has a whole bunch of different sizes of armor. Like the hide armor, you see made from all sorts of different animals. But it seems looks like it's in good condition. None of it seems like run down or worn. It all seems fine. And he shows you them, and he just says, our hide armor is 8 gold for each set. I assume you would only like one, but it is 8 gold pieces for a set of hide armor.
Yeah, just one set will suit me just fine.
Sure, and it's no problem to find one that fits you.
Excellent.
It takes you to the herbalism, to the aisle that has all their, almost like these boxes, with different decorations on the front, but you can't see what's inside them, but they're all labeled. And he takes you to one section where it says, where it's a light green box with stripes all along it. And he just says, these are our herbalism kits. They're 4 gold apiece.
Okay. Excellent. I'll take one.
And what spellcasting components would you like?
Good question. I should have probably prepared that. Let's see. I tend to use I'd certainly need some more mistletoe or spruce would be nice. I could also use some seeds from a moonseed plant, possibly, if you have it. And actually, I need just like a piece of iron. Just a chunk of iron.
Sure, I can definitely help you with that. But actually, I think it would be better if I took you to Random. He's our resident expert on spells and the arcane and all that wizard crap. So he would be able to better help you with your needs. And he walks you back towards the front, towards the cages, towards the one that was full with all the books and the scrolls. And you see a man sitting out front, a very thin man with blonde hair and green eyes. But he has this very flamboyant hat on that has a huge black feather stuck in the side of it.
Cool.
And as you walk up, the older man calls out, "Random, would you help this young gentleman over here? He needs some of those spell thingies you use." And the thin blonde stands up and he says, "Ah, yes, definitely. What do you need?" And you tell him again what you need.
Right.
And he walks you over towards one section where you see there's a whole bunch of different. There's a shelf that's full of orbs, a shelf that's full of these wands, a shelf that's full of wads. I'm sorry, rods. And a few other arcane foci. Then the next section you see exactly what you're looking for. A sprig of mistletoe. He tells you would just be 8 silver if you'd like to purchase that. But he also tells you about these one shelf that's full of all these little pouches, and he shows you inside. And it's a good shot size pouch, kind of like a fanny pack size. And there's all sorts of different natural ingredients in there. And he just says, "Oh, this will help you. This will have many ingredients you'll need for the spells you cast, and it's designed to keep them fresh and ready to use whenever you need them. And it's just 20 gold, and any other ingredients you find on your way, you can keep them in here and have them ready for when you need them."
20 gold, huh? I mean, sounds pretty cool. Yeah, let's just add it to my pile of things.
All right. And then he says, "Anything else I can get for you?"
No, that's gonna set me right. But are you gonna ring me out for these?
Yes, I'll take you to the front. One of our clerks can help you out.
Okay.
And he takes you up towards the front, the opposite side of the cages, or the doors are kind of in the middle, and then the cages are on the left side as you came in. And then the right side from as you came in, there's a whole bunch of different desks where there's a few clerks sitting down with lock boxes and some books where they're making notes. And he takes you up to one of them where there's this this female human sitting down, brown hair, very, very dark eyes, and she's got this very nice fox cape wrapped around her shoulders. And she looks up as you walk up and sees Random, and she just says, what can I get for you? You need to pay for your things."
Yes, please. And I'm gonna like reach into my little sack that I have and take out all my coins, and I have like I have like the equivalent. I don't know anything about them, but I have like the equivalent of like 17 total gold, but mostly in like silver and copper, just tons and tons of it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So
All right.
I'm
So
just gonna lay it all on the counter
as
because I
you-
don't know how to.
as you lay it all on the counter, she looks back at Random, and they just get the look of the cashier who sees the person come pay in all nickels and pennies and dimes for their $50 cart of stuff. And she says, "Oh, all right, give me a moment." And she begins to sort it out and count it out. And she says and you said it's about 17 gold?
Yeah, it's about 17 gold.
All right, and
Wait, no. What's the conversion of silver to gold?
10 silver is 1 gold.
Okay, no, I have much more than that then.
Okay.
I have like 45 gold.
Okay. And let's see. So the component pouch, 20 plus 8, 29, and then herbalism kit was what, 4 gold? That's 33 gold, 8 silver. So she kind of starts counting it out, and eventually just kind of pulls how many actual gold pieces are there that you have?
9.
Oh, great. So she pulls those out first, and then she starts pulling out the silver until she gets to the 33 gold and 8 silver, and she says, "This is enough to cover what you've requested today." And she kind of just pushes all the copper and whatever remaining silver there is back.
They didn't rip me off?
No,
Sweet.
no, they I mean, for bookkeeping's sake, no. She gives you back. Well, actually, let's see. If you had, I'll tell you what she took. She took 9 gold.
And 248 silver.
Yes.
So yeah. I got 98 silver left and no gold. Okay, I'm good.
And then she says, "Thank you for shopping with us. Come back again next time you need something."
Yeah, thanks. Man, so I could just walk out into any other city if I wanted to. That's amazing. I'm gonna go back into Osiris, of course.
Okay.
But that's pretty cool. We can fast travel through Absurds, I guess.
Sure. All right. So you walk back out into the city after your adventure inside the whatever that was. Ulag, you wanted to find a tailor
Yes.
or a clothing
Yeah, I'm
shop?
trying to get some. I'm trying to get some high quality boots.
All right. If you're looking for the best, you're directed to a man named, an elf named Liren. Where's my
Okay.
fucking paper?
I definitely want to head over there.
But he's young for most elves. He seems even younger than Malone, who doesn't seem all that old, even for an as an elf. But you're directed towards his shop. There he is. Okay, couldn't find my notes. We see just a very, very simple shop. No decorations, not even a sign or anything out front. But as you go inside, you see there's rows of bars with clothes and cloaks and other things hanging from them. There's a shelf with all sorts of leather boots and other foot garments. And you see this young elf standing at the back who, as you walk in, slowly stands up and walks towards you. And he just says, "Hey man, how you doing?"
Hey, man. My name's Ulog. I heard your name was Liren. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm Liren. How'd you find me,
Okay.
dude?
Well, dude, wasn't too hard to find you. I just asked for the tailor that was best in this, town, so it directed me to you.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Oh, well, what can I do for you?
Well, today, I looked down at my boots and I'm like, I'm, looking for a new pair of boots here. My last pair got a little scuffed up, my last dungeon crawl, so
All right.
looking for something a little bit fresher, a little bit shinier. I like to keep my shoes in tip-top condition, so.
Right on, right on. All right, well, come right over here and I'll help you find something that will fit those little feet of yours.
All right, and I just follow him.
Yeah. So he takes you over to these, where there's all sorts of different boots. They're all like you just see. These are basically just display boots. They're all sorts of different kinds. Pretty much any kind of boot you could imagine, you could probably have him make, or you could see it on display. So he just continues on, and as you're walking, says, "So what do you want to have on your boots? Because I could do anything. Like I could make really awesome boots, or just plain boots, or whatever you want, man."
You know what? Since it's my first time here, I'm gonna go ahead and give you some creative freedom here. Show me what you got. I'm looking something for more of an earthy tone. Nothing too
Earthy?
crazy with the colors.
Okay.
Something that I can polish every now and again, and something that won't fucking crap out on me if I run into some fucking slimes.
Oh, well, that's another issue, but I'll see what I can do. And I have a guarantee that if you have an issue with your shoes that you got from me, you can bring them back, and I'll have another pair. I'll make another pair for you to make up for your problem. So, I don't want unhappy customers out there, man.
Well, that's great customer service. I really appreciate that, Lyrid. You know. I
Um,
mean, dude.
oh, you can call me Lyran. It's all right, man. I'm
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty chill. You don't need to be all formal with me.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Um,
I'll loosen up a little bit. You know, it's just everybody else has been so uptight recently, so wasn't expecting to come in here and find a chill elf.
yeah, man. The world's kind of in a rush. I just like to take my sweet time and go through it and enjoy it. You know what I mean?
I like you, Lyran. That's a good way to look at life.
Well, do you mind if I take some measurements and then I can make these for you? How quickly do you need these boots?
Well, absolutely. Well, it's I think we'll be around for at least 3 days. I got a buddy that's got to get some armor, and it's gonna take a couple days. So, at least a few days we'll be around. We got a little mission to go do a little bit here. So we'll definitely be back in town within the next couple days.
Right on. All right. Well, I'll get to work right on these, and you can come back, and I'll have them ready for you. Give me 2 days, and I promise you won't be disappointed.
Alrighty, you got it, Lyran. I'm putting my faith in you. Don't let me down. I cherish my boots.
Oh, you won't be disappointed. I promise you.
I give him a nice little like dap up. Like I try to like give him like a fist bump, like into a handshake.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a little awkward, but eventually you're able to get a nice handshake going. He just like pulls you in and gives you a nice, bends down and gives you a nice pat on the back.
All right, cool. I'm like, all right, Lyran, you have a chill rest of the day, bro.
Oh yeah, man, I
just
will.
walk out.
I have chill every day.
I love this guy.
All right.
I wish I would have gone to this table.
He's so good.
You already left, right?
Oh yeah, I just walked out.
Did you ever ask him how much they were gonna be?
Oh no, did not. I didn't even think about it.
And he
I don't
didn't.
even care at this point.
Yeah, he didn't ask
I'm
for
super-
any kind of down payment or any kind of deposit or anything like that.
Dude, he's so chill. He didn't even ask for a down payment. Dude, I love this guy.
Just wait till you get back and your boots are 300 gold.
Oh fuck, I'm gonna be pissed. Stop. That's okay. I'd pay for it because I gave him creative freedom. But I guess as soon as I walk out of the tailor's office, I try to meet up with anybody that's nearby that's in the party.
Okay, is anybody else doing anything? Any other shopping y'all want to take care of?
No, I'm good. I'm just gonna try and find everyone.
I'm gonna continue drinking and partying, I guess.
10 a.m. Awesome.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. So.
Damn right. All right. Malone, you said you were just tidying up your shop, getting it ready to go, getting it back in order. I think you're muted.
Who?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, just tidy up the shop, grab everything, any supplies, and find the rest of the group.
Cool. Well, you guys all probably meet up back at the inn, at the barge right inn, on the east side of town. Probably around
Where
noon.
Thuska's hammered.
I don't know. Is Thusk hammered? How much have you been drinking?
I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
I can drink a bit. I'm a bit buzzed. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
feeling it a bit. Yeah.
Awesome. And the inn's, there's a few people that come in here for a nice little small lunch, maybe an afternoon drink, but it's much emptier than the night before when you saw it, and it was quite the happening place. And oh, fuck, I can't remember who the bartender was that morning.
That night or morning?
It was a woman, but it wasn't the same one as from the night before.
Yeah, it looks like I didn't write it down. Oops. Oh well.
Oh man, it's like right. I think it starts with an M. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember it.
That was last night, though.
Yeah, the night before the lady was Dara. That was the elf
Yep.
that you guys
Yeah,
talked to.
yeah, you're right. The person in the morning, I can't remember what her name was.
Yeah, me neither. Oh well. Her name is Margaret.
Sounds good.
and she seems to be helping a lot of people here during the lunch hour. And she, as you guys walk in, she just asks you what you'd like to drink. And she's younger, much younger. Well, she's probably early 20s, and she's a human. But I don't know if you guys are drinking here at all or doing anything, or you guys are free to do what you'd like as you've met back up.
I'm gonna pass on the drinks. So, guys, I went to Chauncey's place and got this new armor. What do you think?
What does it look like?
Yeah, what animal
Oh,
do
you know, just various hides of different animals. I would think it's kind of like a mix match. It's not like a nice set by any means, but it's fully functional. And
Okay. I go up to you and just pet the fur. And I'm like, that's pretty nice, man.
is that nice? That's actually muskrat.
Oh man, I don't think I've ever touched a muskrat before.
Yeah, that's like the weakest part of the armor. Actually, they don't have very tough hides, but some of the
At
rest of
least
this
it's
is pretty good
soft.
stuff. yeah, it's like the fidget spinner of yesteryear.
Oh man. the muskrat spinner.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so where'd you guys head off to?
I had to go order some new boots, so I went over to the tailor. He was surprisingly cool. I thought he was gonna be uptight because he's an elf, but he was actually pretty chill. No, he's just rubbing off on me, honestly. I'm just trying to have a chill day now. I just went in there, ordered my boots, and he was so cool about it. He didn't even He didn't even tell me to put anything down. He's just like, come back in 2 days, bro.
Wow, that is pretty trusting for a stranger.
Yeah,
I guess
hopefully it works out.
You come
Heard
off
good
pretty
things.
trustworthy, though, I think.
Yeah, that's one of my flaws. I trust a little bit too easily, but you guys seem cool, so don't fuck me over.
I'm not here to do that, my friend. Not at all.
Okay.
Can I buy you a drink?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah. Wait. You don't have that much money, Trey. You don't have to buy me a drink.
I've got so many coins. I've got tons of
Oh.
coins, hundreds of them.
I go up to your. Do you wear your coin purse on your outer self?
Yeah.
Okay, I go up and jingle it. I'm like, okay, all right, yeah. Buy me a drink, Tree. We need a little something. Are we gonna be heading out to check out those bandits today, or are we gonna stay one more night?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We should probably figure out our plan here. So it's going to take a couple of days to get Thusk's new armor, a couple of days to get your new boots. So we got a little time.
We do. We definitely have to come back. So might as well go see what the assistant to the mayor is talking about with these bandits.
Oh man, they got Pocky here? I want to order some Pocky too. I see Razor. Sorry. He's eating strawberry Pocky. Pocky sticks,
man.
baby.
Lucky.
Bring out the
Pocky.
Christmas presents.
The strawberry ones are the best.
Hey.
Fuck
Yeah,
with the
I like
chocolate
the matcha.
Pocky.
The matcha ones
I
are
have-
good too.
I have
The matcha ones are really good.
What is Pocky? I haven't heard of this.
It's like a Japanese. So it's like the stick is like a cookie basically, and then it's covered in a coating. They have strawberry, chocolate, matcha. No way!
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
Yep, that's a compliments of egg. Your girl delivers.
That's amazing. All right, sorry, but yeah, I'll buy. Say, flag down the barkeep. Excuse me, I'd like to buy these gentlemen a drink.
Oh, just an ale?
Yeah, I don't care
Whatever,
what it is,
whatever
don't
they
give me that
want.
Black sludge.
Oh yes, we don't start serving that till very late. But yes, an ale. That'll just be for an ale for each of them. That's just 8 copper pieces.
Excellent. Just slap it like a handful of coins on the table.
Just-
Oh, okay. Would
That's
you like
that's for
something?
you. No,
Anything for
I'm
yourself?
good, thank you.
Oh.
No.
Well, thank you. And she kind of just like slides it and puts it in her
It's
pocket
like-
and gets
It's
the
like
ale.
2 silver and 10 copper,
Perfect.
we'll say.
I give Tree like a little like pat on the back, and I'm like, "Thanks, man." And I just like start like chugging it.
No problem, dude.
It's contagious.
We can all be chill on this blessed day.
Yes, this is the chill session.
I slam that thing back as quickly as I can.
All right.
I definitely want to like I guess while we're all here, I bring it up again. I'm like, so guys, are you guys down for going to check out what those bandits are up to right now?
Nah.
Yeah, I think we should just go ahead and go. Do we know how far the journey is out there? Did he say? I forget.
Didn't you say it was east of here?
He said it was about 3 days east of here.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so it's
no,
gonna
that
take.
was like 2 days east of here. 2 days
It's gonna
travel.
take. It's
Okay,
gonna
so
take
that's not
4 or 5 days round trip if we
yeah, that's not
go
too
out there
bad.
and handle it. So
I mean,
Let's,
I hope he doesn't throw your boots away when you don't come get him in 2 days. Though.
no, he'll be okay. I told him that we got to go do something. So I think he'll be he'll be okay. I told him we're gonna be here for the next few days, so I doubt he'll throw my boots away. At least I hope not. He seemed pretty chill, so.
That's good. All right. Yeah, I say we go for it. Do we have any means of travel? We have nothing at this point, right?
Well, I mean, both you guys have mounts. I mean,
Does
we
anyone
could,
have
like, double
Kelbo's
up.
phone number? Ring him up.
No, I forgot to ask him for it.
Damn.
We could call an Uber.
Oh my god.
All right.
Just a
So,
dragon. Your
do
Uber
you
kill
ride
board
your
is here.
ox thus?
It's outside.
I forgot to ask. Do you ride that thing? Okay.
No.
That's pretty cool. Is it fast?
No.
All right. And
That's the
well, I guess we could get mounts of our own. I have
Yeah.
many coins.
You know what? I'm gonna get us mounts, Tree. You know, I'm gonna buy us. You bought me a drink. I'm gonna buy you a horse.
Oh,
Let's fucking
hey,
do it.
hey! Before you buy it for me, I forgot we have these, and I have the gems that we had.
Oh.
They're worth 150 gold pieces.
Ooh. Oh yeah. I forgot you had those.
So maybe we could
Alright,
work out a
man,
deal.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll take gems in the place of gold. It's same kind of shit.
I'll just come with you.
Okay, I'll ask the bartender, Margaret. I'll be like, Margaret.
and she comes right over. Yes.
I'm like, sorry to bother you, but we were looking for a place to maybe pick up a couple horses. You know, we're about to take a little trip here, and we don't really have any rides.
Oh, all right. Well, Servius runs the stable. He's just down the road. I'm sure he can help you out with whatever you need. He may even have a big horse for your big friend over there.
Ooh, even better.
That'd be swell.
And
Well, I guess we'll pay him a visit.
I think he might have a few ponies if that's more your speed.
Oh, I do like ponies. So, all right, I thank her for the information. I'm like, oh, all right, Tree, are you gonna come with, or you guys want to come, or are you gonna stay here? I can bring him back.
I'm coming.
Okay. I just let him know. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start heading out to see. What was the name again of the person? Serbia.
Servius.
Servius.
Servius. Okay. I'm gonna go see Servius about a couple horses. And I just, I guess Tree's with me, and we start heading there. I don't know if Malone and Tusk are coming.
I do, but I get one to go.
Sure.
Nice.
Not a problem. Malone?
Yeah, I'm just gonna come along.
All right. So
Alright.
you guys just go right up the street, and it's not hard to find the stable. You just follow your nose, and you you're greeted out front by this man. He has very dark skin. He's human, probably middle-aged, but his hair is very black, and he's got brown eyes. And he just walks up to you, wearing this dirty, dirty apron above his just regular clothes. He just sees you as you're approaching his stable, and just says, hello, gentlemen. What can I do for you?"
I'm like, hey, how you doing? I heard your name was Servius. Is that correct?
Yes. Malone, did you say
how
something?
are you doing
Sorry.
today? Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead, man.
Can't complain. You know, another day, another horse.
I feel you. I feel you, Servius. We're all just, out here trying to have a chill day. I was looking to see if I could get a couple horses. Maybe one that's a little bit bigger for my buddy Tree over here, the tall one.
Yeah, not a problem. What kind of horse are you looking for? Are you looking for horses to just pull carts, horses to ride along for a long time, horses to fight with, just horses to keep as pets?
These are going to be strictly probably traveling horses. Just point A to point B type horses.
Okay. Well, I've got some of the big, strong draft horses. Cheaper than the smaller or the faster riding horses. The draft horses, those will be about 50 gold for each one. The riding horses, which are a good bit faster if you're trying to go in a rush, those are about 75 gold each.
Let me ask you something.
And I'm like, what do you think, man?
So, Servius, do you think a man of my stature could comfortably ride one of these riding horses? Could we give it a test?
For you or the horse?
The horse.
Yeah, probably. We can give it a shot. I mean, we got big old Bessie in the back. She could probably handle that. Nobody else has really wanted her because, not really pleasant on the ice. But, yeah, I'm sure she'd be able to carry you.
Well, I'd love to take a look.
Sure. And, who else needs a horse? Well,
it's just me and Tree over here, so just two of us. I'd like something maybe a little bit smaller. Yeah, I heard you have ponies.
I do have ponies, and those are actually quite a bit cheaper. They don't really get used much because they're not very strong, not all that fast. But I could get you a pony for about 30 gold.
Okay. Well, definitely. Well, I guess we'll take Tree. Are you okay with one of the draft horses, or did you want one of the traveling horses?
I want to check out Bessie. They said they had a riding horse that might fit my needs.
Plus, he has lots of coins.
I have many coins.
But if you don't have enough, I got your back.
And the man says, if you're just getting a pony, the pony won't be able to keep up with the quick riding horses. So maybe better just to get one of the chunkier ones. And Bessie is definitely a chunkier one.
Okay. Well, let's see Bessie. Can we go back and see Bessie?
Yeah. So he takes you
the other horses?
into the stables where there's just lines and lines of stalls. All sorts of different kind of horses. He takes you all the way to the very back of the stables, where there's actually a bigger stall than any of the other ones you've seen. And inside you see a very, very large horse, much taller at the shoulder and also much wider and fatter than any of the other horses. And as you walk up, the horse has its back turned towards you, and then just very slowly turns around and starts shambling forward towards the front. As Servius goes up and kind of grabs a handful of seeds from a pail right next to the door and reaches through the gates, and the horse comes up and starts eating the seeds out of his hand. And he says, this right here is Big Bessie. She's kind of become a friend to me. Had her so long. Nobody else has really wanted her, but she's strong, even though she may not be nimble.
I'm just like in awe of her. I'm like, she's beautiful.
In awe of the size of this unit.
And so I'm gonna just go up and kind of pet, see if I can kind of like reach through the bars.
Oh yeah, not a problem. She lets you pet her, no problem.
Audrey's staring at me like, what the fuck is going on? I had to tell her I'm buying a horse. So I'm just gonna talk to her and introduce myself. Say I'm Tree. I would like to ride you. Do you think that would be agreeable?
She continues chewing.
Okay. Can we take her for a test ride?
Sure. Yeah, not a problem. Here, it'll take me a minute to get the saddle. I wasn't really prepared for this. I'll have to attach a few extra straps to it, but we should get it ready to go. And I'm thinking if you, Bessie and a pony for you, young sir, and I'll throw in saddle bits and bridle and some saddlebags too. And if we just call it 100 gold for the whole lot, how does that
100
sound?
gold? That sounds good to me, sir. And I go ahead and I just like whip out 100 gold and I throw it on the counter. I'm like, yep, I'm gonna look around here and find one that speaks to my soul.
All right.
Oh snap!
Yeah, and then I just like look around the stable to see if there's any that like stick out to me. Any of the horses.
Sure. What kind of horse would stick out for you? What's your type?
Definitely more like a playful, maybe like a gray or black colored horse. One that looks a little bit more, I don't know, like active, one with like a little bit more energy.
Okay. Yeah, you do find one of the stalls where all the hay in it has been kind of kicked to one of the sides, and inside there's this small, very small black pony just kind of laying down. And then as soon as you walk up to the door and kind of stand up on your tiptoes and look into the window, it immediately hops up to its feet and starts prancing towards you and sniffing you and excitedly trying to lick your face a little bit. I didn't hear that.
Is it, sorry, I said, can I get in there? Is it open?
You can easily unlatch it and get in there with it if you'd like.
Okay, yeah, I just unlatch it, and I'm like, hey, Servius, I'm gonna say hi to this horse here.
Alright.
Just, like, go in there.
Yeah, not a problem. You go inside, then the horse starts nuzzling you and kind of rubbing its head against the side of your shoulder.
Okay, I'm definitely trying to pet it, and then I'm gonna see if as long as it's like still being friendly, I'm gonna try and mount it if I can.
Okay. So you get on it, and it immediately just starts jumping around the side, all around the stall, and tries to buck you off. Can you give me an animal handling check?
Okay, 1 second.
Fuck, this is hard.
All right. So your grip loosens a little bit, but you just kind of immediately flatten yourself onto the back of it and just wrap your arms around its neck. And it bucks for a little bit, but then eventually just kind of calms down a little bit, and then just starts like walking around the edge of the pen, just continually walking around, not stopping.
Ooh there, ooh, calm down there. Ooh, there you go, girl. Is it a girl or a boy? Did I check? Probably not.
You can check easily. But this is a male
I'll
horse.
wait. Not important. Okay.
I'm sorry, male pony.
Okay. Well, I definitely, I'm gonna see if I can like lead it out of the stall and try to get it set up with the saddle and stuff. Because I think I already gave Servius the 100 gold.
Yeah.
I gotta deduct that really quick.
Yeah, not a problem. So as you walk up, he with the horse, he says, "Oh, really? You chose Windsong? Wow, that's huh. Well, good luck."
What was his name again?
Windsong.
Windsong?
Windsong.
Oh, Windsong. Oh, what a good name.
Yeah. He's a little rambunctious, so make sure you
Nothing wrong with that.
make sure you tie him up tight at night and just take good care of him. We've had him get out and run off a couple times, but he's been brought back to us every time, thanks to the brand. But yeah, so just take care of him. Keep careful watch.
Understood. You have my word, Servius. I'll take care of Windsong. like it was my own son.
Okay.
All right, I go up and give Servius a handshake, and I'm like, "Hey, it's a pleasure doing business with you. Maybe we'll see you again sometime." Also, I mean, I guess after making sure Tree gets set up with
I
his
haven't gotten the
saddle.
test rad yet on mine.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, get your test
I'm concerned I'm gonna break it in half when I get on top.
Yeah, so he eventually attaches a few extra straps to the saddle, tests it a little bit, make sure it's tight, or it'll hold. Heaves it over on top of Bessie, wraps it around her wide frame, and then tells you, well, she's all set. If you'd like to try her out.
Yeah, I'll climb on.
Okay. You get on, and she just kind of stands there. Doesn't even bend. Doesn't even bow at all. She just stands there like you're getting. This is a tough, strong horse. Doesn't seem to have any issue with carrying you.
Sweet. Can we do a lap?
Yeah. So you do a lap. It takes her a little bit to accelerate. It's like a semi truck getting up to speed. This is not a quick horse. But eventually you get up to a nice little canter, and she just starts slowly walking around the outside of the stable.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, Dusk's ride isn't that fast anyways, so we ain't got no concerns about being quick right now.
Yeah, and as you walk,
just conserving energy.
As you watch, you see the pony has been outfitted with its own little saddle, and even though it's got tiny little, or even though it seems to be moving pretty quickly, it's got tiny little legs, so it's just like a little blur as it goes. But once Bessie gets up to speed and gets her momentum going, it probably go about the same speed for long periods of time.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you very much, Servius. And I just go, yeah, right out of there.
As you go, yeah, she just continues at the exact same speed she's been going for this time. Doesn't speed up at all.
Perfect.
But you guys have your mounts.
Yeah,
Perfect.
so I guess I hop on Windsong, and I guess I follow Tree. I guess we're going back to, I think Malone and Dusk stuff is at the stables at the Barge Right Inn still? Or is it at Malone's house?
Yeah, I think they were at the small little stables at the inn.
Okay. Alright, I guess are we gonna head back there? Are you guys gonna do anything else?
Thanks so much, Shulog, for giving me this mount, man.
Oh yeah, don't mention it, man. I mean,
I'll get you back. I promise.
Hey, don't even worry about it. Money's not a thing. We'll be rich once we rob my parents anyway.
Damn right.
Yep.
Oh, once we get back, I want to divvy up these gems too.
Okay.
I just realized I still have all of them. So.
Yeah, and I'm sure the bandits will have plenty of loot to replace.
What is that? 37 each, basically. 37 gold pieces worth of gems. I don't know. Should we just put it in as gold, Rob?
That's fine.
Say we sold them.
If that's what you'd like to do, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you should keep all of it, Tree, because you skimped out on the reward for what is it, Arma, for Brother Arma.
No, you guys are too nice. No.
Well, I don't take any money from you. You guys can split it up 3 ways.
I take 50 gold.
Perfect.
How much is it?
I'm
I'll
like,
take my share.
I'm pretty okay.
50 gold.
Alright, take my 50 gold.
Alright. You get rid of those gems. Perfect.
In the meantime, I just want to know about the Fire Wand prom.
Yeah. Is that not in your D&D Beyond sheet?
Maybe. I'm sorry. I'm not used to using D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I can't
remember
if I had it.
It probably is.
I'll check if you don't get there first.
I'm checking now.
I want to say I added already, but could be I didn't.
No, I see Durandana. I see.
It'll be under common. It'll be like the rest of the common items. Yep.
Okay. I got it. Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Cool.
Does anybody want the amulet, by the way? I'm going to copy the text and put it here just for convenience.
We could either give it to Thusk because he doesn't really have any other magical abilities, so he could. It
Yeah,
kind of gives him a second
that sounds like
option.
a good idea.
Or yeah, I feel like it might be best served with Thusk.
I mean, also the
But
Rod of Fire is pretty
I mean,
good for him too.
he
Since
might
has,
also. Yeah, that's true.
but also I don't know if he wants it. I'll offer him to Tusk once we go back to get the mounts
The amulet?
and the Rod of Fire that the kobolds were using that I grabbed.
I don't fucking touch the Rod of Fire. The amulet I'll be fine with probably, but
Alright.
the other thing fucking exploded in that guy's hands. Fuck that shit.
Yes,
My weapon's
this
be reliable.
looks just like the thing that exploded in that guy's hands.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm gonna share with you.
Hard
I
pass.
can share the information of what it is.
I'm good.
Yeah. I might try to sell this to somebody actually while I'm here.
Okay.
Who would I sell it to that's
I'll
not
be
observed?
right back.
You could have dealt with the spellwright in town. Rather strange fellow. If I can find my page, there we go. Yeah, so the spellwright, just like this guy who people hire to do miscellaneous magical things for them, as simple as fixing, just like the town little magical handyman, I guess is the best way of describing him.
Yeah.
But he also sells a few very, very simple magical items. But he's, you know his name is Hesitol. He's a very, very tall, thin fellow. And his eyes are very thin and, I'm trying to think of the right word. I'm blanking. He has very, very like long, thin eyes, almost just like slits. And he almost, when he speaks, he seems to hiss with his words a lot, and he has this forked tongue.
Sounds like a snake.
He's Yuanti.
Sounds like a
gotcha.
snake.
Gotcha.
But if you'd like to take it towards him and see if he'd like to purchase it,
Yeah, that's all I'd like to do.
Gordon, roll a d6 for me.
Okay, sure. I'll 1d6. I'll 1d6. 3.
Cool. He tells you he'd give you 15 gold for it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll gladly take 15 gold for it.
And he'll sell it for 30.
That works. Is there any, never mind. I'll do it later.
No, you can go ahead and do it now.
No,
You
I
like-
mean, I was just thinking with any other magical. Do I know if the other place, the other armor smith sells any magical items or like magical weapons of any kind?
Chance or Arkin?
Chance.
Chance, you haven't seen any of that kind of thing at his place. He seems to just be the mundane creating items. I'm
Okay.
sure some of his items would be quite good for enchanting. They're high quality, but you don't think he himself does any kind of enchanting. And you know Hesital has done some enchanting. He has some minor enchantment capabilities, but not a whole lot.
All right. In that case, I will just continue on.
Anything
grab,
else?
Onyx.
All right. Anything else you guys would like to take care of in town?
Oh,
No, I'm ready to set off.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I got my boot order in. Can we say that I just like picked up some rations somewhere? Because I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
I was getting low.
Same.
So I'm not really gonna strictly monitor food or any of that crap. I assume you
Okay.
guys make
All
sure
right.
yourselves are fed.
Plus, I have the ability to kind of.
Oh yeah,
Take from
yeah.
the
You can
lamp.
get us food
Yeah.
whenever. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So we're
Cool.
we're pretty
Okay.
much good.
If there's any kind of like special
won't
drinks,
worry
so you
about it
guys
then.
are
Unless we're in
drinking
the middle of
town.
the desert or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless
I
there's a
still have
situation.
my-
Plenty of the time.
yeah. I think I still have my water skin full of alcohol, so I think I'm okay. We're good.
level 4, right? Sorry, I just forgot to update my roll 20.
That sounds right. Oh yeah, I guess this is the first official session at level 4, even though you had already done it for last week. All right, so nothing else in town. You guys are ready to depart?
Yeah, I think we're gonna start heading east, right?
Yep.
All right. So you heading east early afternoon. It's a very nice, pleasant day. Not hot, not too cold. There's a light breeze blowing in from the south. As I find my notes. And your journey is quite nice. It's very pleasant. You don't go terribly fast with the large ox and the large horse. Probably go a little bit faster than you would on foot, just because with all the stuff that you're carrying, these things can move slightly faster than that. Actually, what is the movement speed of Petunia? How fast can she move? I think
That's a good question.
It may be 30 feet. 30 feet. Okay, so you guys go the same speed as if you were on foot. But first couple of hours, the journey is uneventful. After a couple hours, you hear ahead of you, just over a hill that you see, the baying of a horse. And as you move closer to the top of the hill, you hear what sounds like a woman's voice yelling incoherently. You can't understand what she's saying. Then you also hear the voices of two men, also saying something you can't quite make out. As you crest the hill and see down to the bottom, you see a woman on horseback, pulling a small cart with small red globes full in the cart. And you also see a burly man on horseback blocking her path, not letting her continue on. And then another man has dismounted from his horse and is taking apples from the woman's cart and stuffing them in his saddlebags.
Oh, this won't stand.
Oh shit. Oh man. He's an apple thief? What the fuck?
How low
I
can
just
you
shout
go?
out. I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna shout. Actually, no. They didn't notice us yet, did they?
They don't seem to right now. They're just kind of focused on her.
So wait, they like on the road that we're traveling?
Yeah,
or are
they're
we
on the road.
traveling-
The woman seems like she was headed in the back towards town. And they're further on in front of you in the road. And the man has blocked her path, and the other man is taking some of her apples. Just right on the road. You don't see any kind of like buildings or anything else around here.
There's two of them. We don't need to be stealthy. Go ahead and yell at them. Can't hear
I'm
you.
like, hey,
Oh,
you
there you go.
fuckers, don't steal those apples.
As
Who do you think you are?
As you say that, all three heads just whip in your direction and look up at you. The guy on a horse in the front turns his horse around to face you guys and just yells back in a gruff voice, "Hey, back off! This is ours. You don't need any part of this. Just get on your way and don't worry about us."
Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna worry about it because you're stealing apples from a defenseless old lady. That's fucked up, man.
Is she old?
I hope she's young.
Yeah, she's pretty young. She doesn't seem all that old.
In my head, she was young. I was very confused.
I still say old. I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
I was like, my eyes, it'd be like,
It's a little hard to make out from your distance the offended look on her face, but the man calls back and says, "It's none of your business. Just move on. Don't try to be a hero."
I'm like, I look over to everybody. I'm like, all right, boys. I guess this is where we try to rough them up a little bit. If they won't talk, then we're gonna have to fuck them up.
is it very obvious that they're like the bad side here? Like very clearly they are stealing from her. This isn't some sort of the wording makes it seem so, but
make an insight check.
we kind of just made a real brass assumption that there was something negative going on here. Insight. Where is it? There it is. 12.
12. Yeah, that seems like it's accurate. These guys seem to just be taking what they want from this weak, old, young woman.
How far away are we from them?
They're probably about 60 feet down the hill, a little bit.
All right, I'm casting Moonbeam.
Oh,
Alright.
I was gonna ride down towards them and just kind of dismount Onyx 30 feet away.
All right. Well, let's roll initiative.
Okay.
And then we'll get going with the aggressive actions.
They just. Oh shit! I didn't.
Oh, whoops! I didn't have a token to click
I don't
on.
have a token. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll fix it in a minute.
Give me
It's
that nat
not
20 though. Thanks.
No, you gotta roll again. All right, dudes here. Oh well, their token will not represent what they actually are. And the map is not a perfect representation of what you guys are actually seeing.
Oh yeah.
There is not actually a creek here. This is what we're using.
That's fine.
Why can't I zoom? Oh, now I can. Okay. You give me. Sorry, you give me that amulet, right? So you
Yes.
said. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna take it off my person. Yeah, take both of these off my person actually.
This is the same day that I was drinking in the morning, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're probably still a little buzzed.
Cool.
Actually, you know what, fuck it. Well, make a con save for me.
Okay, hold on a second.
All right, you're probably a little buzzed, but it's not affecting your ability to fight at all.
Okay.
And you guys can drag yourselves onto the map over here in this direction.
Which direction is that?
I'm sorry, yeah, over where Dusk is. Oh boy.
Oh, okay. You're tiny, Dust.
And if you'd like to drag your beasts onto the map at the same time, I'd appreciate it. I think everybody can
I was
control
gonna move up.
their
Yeah.
own.
30 feet away from.
I was riding with him.
All right, well we'll still start back 60 feet as everybody starts to do that stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can do that basically on your turn.
You move. I should drag my.
How do I put my token on the map?
Click and drag your name from the journal.
Oh, okay.
Not the picture, but the name.
And if you guys want to just roll initiatives for yourselves again, and then just fix your number.
Yeah. Don't get to keep my nat one.
Why did I rolled for Bessie somehow? Oh, I thought I was selecting me, but I was selecting the horse. Do we need to roll for our beasts?
No,
For these?
no.
Okay, delete
I'm
my
not gonna
roll.
worry about that right now.
Oh, delete the roll.
And how do I fix my initiative again?
Just click on the number. You should be able to change it. And
Oh,
turn
in the
order.
turn order
Yeah,
thing?
the turn order.
Oh. Okay, did that work?
Yeah, you should be at 12.
Okay. Yes. Alrighty, thank you.
All right, I'll move Windsong out for you too.
Oh, look at him.
Jav wasn't here for it, and I don't think anyone else besides you and I
Aw.
were actually there for it yesterday. Rob, that's in here at least. We learned that if you have your token selected, you can move with arrow keys.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Yeah, it was a
Whoa.
fun realization. I was like, wow, nobody knew that. Interesting.
That's cool.
I did know that. I did not realize.
I
Same,
did not know
like,
that.
That's just how I would almost always move around unless I was trying to measure, and I just, but it was.
I was
interesting.
dragged.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
That's
Let's
awesome.
see. Everybody's in the initiative order. Thusk, as you see these two men bullying the young lady, what would you like to do?
Oh, sort of. There's 60 feet.
Whatever it says on the map, we'll go with what this is. This is good enough.
Okay.
Oh, look at that! Wow. Okay. Good job, guys.
That's
I appreciate it.
Wow, good job, guys.
So yeah, 60 feet, like I planned it all along.
So I don't know mounted combat rules. So if if I use my action to have her, I use my action to have her dash, right?
She can take. I'm just saying, if you're controlling her, she can do dash, disengage, or one other action option. But that's it. Like, she can't attack or anything if you're controlling her. But you can have her dash and then still have your entire full turn to do as you want.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna fucking get her going.
Yeah. As you guys slow down, it takes a little bit just to get her spurred and wanted to head towards, but as you start going down the hill, it's not too difficult. You can barely slide her to a stop right in front of this guy.
I'm gonna smack him with my maul.
Okay. All right, do it. He's right there. Woo! Starting off well.
Well, I started off with a nat 20 and then straight into a nat 1.
Yep.
Easy. All right. Well,
so as you swing down, your momentum is more than what you thought, and you almost just fall off Petunia. But you're able to catch yourself at the last minute and stay on. And Bessie just starts snorting and growling at this guy on the horse that you're swinging at. Anything else you're doing?
no, I'm good.
Okay. Next up, Milan.
I'm gonna just, stand up right up with Onyx here off to the side, and then dismount. And
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the one stealing stuff in the back. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna say something to make sure I grab his attention. So he looks at me, and I'm gonna stare him directly in the eyes, and just say, like, I'd stop if I were you, and look him directly in the eyes and cast Hold Person, basically using my gaze to freeze him. It is a wisdom.
And did you say that was the closer one?
No, the further one.
The further one. Fuck, it whispered. But it's a 9. So
yes.
he is paralyzed. And as he starts to reach back for the long bow that's attached to his back, he all of a sudden freezes in place and cannot move.
Alright. I'm going to start walking forwards. Does my movement count for from what I did with Onyx, or...?
Nope, that was Onyx's movement.
Alright, sweet. I'm just going to move forward, like, to here, and I'll be done.
Alright. Alright, so yeah, dismounting just takes 5 feet of your movement to move to wherever you are. But to mount a creature, it's half your movement, just as a heads up for future.
Sure.
Ulag.
Okay, so what I want to do is first I want to check out the guys that are here, and do any of them have that necklace of daggers that the assistant to the mayor talked about?
Neither one seems to have any kind of a bandolier of daggers on them at all.
Okay, so it definitely doesn't look like our target yet, so I don't want to pop off too hard. I'm gonna go ahead and use Vicious Mockery on the one was attacking this one.
I'm sorry, the closer one?
The one right here.
Alright. Hey, Envy, I know a while ago you were talking about a way to do the roll without it whispering.
Yeah, click on the token, right click on the token, mass roll, save.
Yeah. Oh, and then it just uses whatever you have set in the sheet, I guess?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Because I did that before, but it's set to 2 GM, so that should fix it.
Yeah, there you go, now it should work.
Alright, so Wisdom save against your Vicious Mockery. There we go. It's at 20, so it seems to have no effect on this guy at all. We can't hear you.
I'll go ahead and tell him, you're a piece of scum for treating that old lady like that.
He almost snarls back to you. Now it's his turn, up on his horse.
Wait, sorry, one more. Can I use my bonus action to give Thusk Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah. What do you say?
I guess I whip out. I guess I'm still on top of Windsong at the moment, so I just whip out my harmonica and I play a nice little upbeat tune, and the little bit of magic streams into Thusk's nostrils.
Awesome. All right, now the one closest to Thusk is gonna. He pulls out his short sword that he has at his hip and just takes 2 swings at you, Thusk.
Okay.
15.
Nah.
And a natural 1, following your example. So as he takes his 2 swings, he can't seem to find any purchase on you. Tree.
All right. Yeah, Bessie, and we're cruising down here. We'll leave her next to Onyx here and dismount. Are they wearing armor at all? Like, what's their situation?
They're both wearing just regular leather armor.
Okay. I was gonna moonbeam, but I'm afraid that I'm gonna hurt the horse, so I'm not gonna do that. Cause I'm not gonna hurt the damn horse. But I guess I'll just rush up at him. So, yeah, I'll just rush right here. And bonus action Shillelagh as I'm running, and I'm just gonna try and whack him.
All right.
Off the horse, hopefully, but just hit him.
Okay. Well, you can try to shove him off the horse first, but that probably won't do any damage. Or you can just try to.
Yeah, there's no advantage to it. I'll just smack him.
All right.
Just smack the shit out of him.
Yeah, you're tall enough.
Yeah. You get him a good crack on the noggin. Damn it.
Excellent. And that'll be my turn.
He stumbles a little bit, but he seems to be relatively fine. Now the last one, paralyzed. End of his turn, he gets to make another wisdom save to his attempt to resist. And again fails, and he is still just locked in place at the back of the battle. Dusk, back around to you. What would you like to do?
Okay. One more question. So, can the mounts make an attack and I make an attack on the same turn?
No, when you're controlling your mount, it can only dash, disengage, or dodge.
Okay.
If you can let it act freely however it wants, but that's me controlling it.
Okay. Okay, then I'm just gonna chill right there, and I'm gonna smack him.
Okay.
Hopefully. There we go.
Nice.
Whew.
18 damage.
Yeah,
I want to keep him alive.
I mean, this is enough to end him.
Oh.
We'll keep the back one alive. We've got him held.
Yeah.
So yeah, what would you like to do to this guy?
You just cracked him on the head, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, as you smacked him, and it, you know how his head fucking bounces off your staff, it sends it straight into my backswing from my missed attack the first time.
Nice.
Yeah, his head just gets sandwiched between these two thick pieces of wood and metal, and just gets squashed.
That's good stuff.
Anything else?
A high five Tusk real quick.
That's
Alright.
it from me. Yeah.
Malone.
I am going to. Can we say I didn't count my boxes right? Because I didn't actually measure. I want to put myself in distance where I could just do my face step right on top of them.
Sure.
Is that
Sure.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna act as if I was one step more forward.
Yeah, you
So
can.
I'm gonna like just.
You can step.
Oh.
You can take one step forward and do it.
Yeah. And I just wanted to, I wanted to have my sword out and actually get right in his face and see the look on his face. And I want to, I'm gonna hit him with a great weapon attack, but I don't want to kill him because I think if I do hit him, it's an auto crit.
Yep.
So,
You have an advantage.
Yeah, let me
So
change the
you
crit
would do-
score for this one to 1, so we had auto crits if it does hit. Where's crit score? Crit range 1. Okay. And roll. Advantage. 17.
Yep.
27. I don't want to kill him though.
Sure, baby. And then plus 10, right? So 37.
What's plus 10?
Did you do it, Great Weapon Master?
Yeah. So Great Weapon Master is I lose my plus 2 for my thing, but I get an automatic 4 extra damage. Which is
Oh,
built in
that's
as
right.
a plus 5.
Ah, fuck. I was thinking it was 10.
No.
Yeah. Yep.
I wish.
Yeah. That's enough to kill him. He was a little thinner than his companion. You said you wanted to knock him out?
Yeah, well, I wanted to like give him a good slash, like basically a non-vital stab through like the side, and have him fall to the ground as like push him over.
Yeah. He immediately just tries to clutch his shoulder, can't do anything about it as your sword runs through it and collapses on the ground, not moving at all. All right. That's it for combat. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna keep him held, and I'm gonna walk away.
I'm just gonna clean the blood off of my maul. I can't talk to the lady, so I'm gonna chill.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should talk to them. Somebody else.
I'm gonna tell the horses they're free now and tell them to run off.
I hope these two weren't bothering me.
They were actually. Thank you for stopping them. I guess that's whew, that
Apologies
was
for the
scary.
brutality.
Yes, that was but I'm sure they've done worse things in their lives.
Nah. I'm just cleaning blood off my maul. Nah.
Yep. What's your name? Or if I don't know if it's supposed to be an important character by any means. I was just trying to be kind. If they don't, name's not important, don't bother telling me.
My name is Alira. If you would like any of my apples, feel free to help yourself. I don't have much else to reward you with. I have no money, as I was hoping to sell these in town.
No reward needed. As I take an apple, I'm gonna take one.
I'm gonna give her some gold.
You know, it's just the satisfaction of helping out an old lady like yourself. You know, that really it's what keeps us going.
Early 20s.
Jesus
I'm gonna give her 10 gold plus 1 gold for every time Ulog called her old.
Okay.
Which I think is 3.
Oh my! What is this for?
To help somebody who needs it more than myself.
Oh, well, I was only hoping to make less than half of this at the market, so please, take all my apples. By all means, this is much more than I expected.
I'll take all the apples.
Can I walk over now that this has been done and I've known that they were causing harm, and just coup de grace this guy, just for the sake of it?
Yeah.
if
you'd like.
I wanted, like, if you wanted to make another wisdom save to see if he gets free during the period we've been talking.
I mean, he's unconscious.
Oh, then I definitely want to do it anyway.
He's unconscious, not moving on the ground.
I want to, so he's laying on the ground, I want to take the sword and have it just go straight down in the neck, like guillotine style. Like...
Oh
like,
my.
wait, Malone!
Okay, I'll stop.
Like, hold on, wait. Let me talk to him first. Let me try to wake him up. I just go over and smack him in the face like a bunch of times. Try to wake him up. Like, wake the fuck up.
Alright, this guy's a pretty horrible person, so how about making an animal handling check since he's basically an animal? But yeah, no problem. You easily wake him up with quite a few hard slaps. You're not gentle about this. And he stirs a little bit and then just immediately starts, fuck, oh my,
I'm like, whoa, shut the fuck up.
He's no longer held.
You're gonna calm down, you're gonna give us the information that we need, or we're gonna fucking cut your head off, bro. I'll let you know right now.
How am I supposed to calm down?
I'll cure wounds on him.
Okay,
Tree, you're too kind. Jesus Christ.
That's more than his full health.
Jesus.
He only had 9 hit points apparently. Yeah. So he says, "Oh, what the? Oh, well,
We have the ability to torture people. We can bring them down to death, and then heal them again."
Yeah. Now it's just and then heal him.
Can I immediately smack him again? Now that Tree's healed him, can I smack him again?
Yeah. So he's just, oh man, well thank you. What the?
I was gonna roll this.
Make an attack roll.
Oh, you're gonna hit him with your sword? Oh shit!
Yeah, I was gonna.
Don't kill him.
Make an unarmed strike as you as your unarmed strike and all the damage that it does.
Oh, I was gonna try to pull out the sword and do it again.
I mean, if you're trying to hit him with the sword, yeah, by all means.
Are you gonna?
You can do that.
Don't kill him.
As
I was
he's
gonna kill him.
as he sees you pulling it out, he's just like, oh wait, whoa, please, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
1 sec, Malone. Let him talk. You know, we only need information, and then we can kill him. It's fine.
So
during
this period of time, the sword has appeared in my hand and then disappeared out of my hand.
What?
Oh,
wait,
man.
I'm not. If you're just gonna kill me, I'm not gonna tell you anything. Well,
who's ever gonna kill you?
I'm gonna turn him blind.
You literally just said you were gonna kill me.
I'm gonna cast blindness.
Listen.
I'm gonna turn him blind.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't have put the sword away if I was gonna kill you.
It's good that none of us are clerics. They have to follow like a good alignment or something.
What?
That's true.
Oh, what
yeah.
What's Damn it! What did you do?
Yeah,
You need to start talking.
Yep. Put your hands down. Put your hands down, or you're gonna die. There's a sword literally right in front of your face. You can't see it, but it's right there.
Touch it.
He kind of he leans back a little bit as you say that.
I'm like, all right, now stay where you're at. Don't fucking move. Now tell us where the man with the necklace of daggers is. I know he's your fucking leader. Tell us where he's at.
His head turns towards you, and his eyes kind of open wide a little bit, and he says, "Giles, what? Why do you want Giles?"
Oh, his name's Giles. Well, we got some business with him.
What kind of business could you have with him?
Well, you know, I really don't think that's any of your business. Because it's our business, so I really don't need to let someone like a lackey like you know. You're just a lowly fucking bandit. You don't mean anything, so you don't need to know what we're talking about.
Oh, okay. I mean,
ignore him.
Whatever.
He's confrontational. He asked us to get something for him.
Get something for who?
Giles.
Why would he want you to get something for him? Why would he ever do that?
It was far away. It was an inconvenience.
Listen, for a man with a sword in front of his face, you ask quite a lot of questions.
I don't know there's a sword. I cannot see anything right now.
Oh, there is. Don't you worry.
I'll brush my quarterstaff against his face.
Oh no, splinters! Splinters! And he says, "Fine, whatever you want to know. This day is already fucked. I already lost Preston, so.
So
what
where's
do you want
Giles?
to know?
Where is he? Tell us where he's at.
He's at the camp, but you'll never infiltrate the camp.
So we need to infiltrate him.
Oh,
please.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
What was the next question?
I said, why would we need to infiltrate it? We're returning items for him.
Oh, okay.
You're not gonna let me have any chance at this, are you?
No, I am. I'm doing it. But he seems. He's never seen you before, so he's a little like, okay, yeah, whatever you say. All right, sorry, continue.
Oh, go ahead.
What's the lady doing?
She's just sitting, or actually she's standing next to a cart at this point. She's kind of grabbed an apple and is nervously eating it.
Hey, I'm like, hey, old lady, can you just chuck an apple at this guy, please?
I go over and hand her another gold.
I don't
You
think
said that twice, technically.
No, it doesn't.
I don't.
The instance counts once.
I don't think I want to. I don't want. That's not really a nice thing to do.
But he deserves it. He tried to steal your apples. Come on, let some anger out. Come on, be a good sport.
So she takes her half-eaten apple.
As she starts to walk forward, I'm going to offer her my maul.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So she first chucks the apple and completely misses this guy. Like, not even close to hitting him. It just sails right over his head. As you walk up and offer her maul, she just looks at you confused. Whoa, what?
Man, she can't carry
towards
that.
him.
No, thank you. I don't wish to do that. Please, no.
I gonna walk away.
All right. So I guess
How many are you? How many bandits are you?
There's hundreds of us at the camp.
Insight check.
you're bullshitting.
There's like 5 of you, isn't there? We just took out half your crew.
No, there's hundreds. You can make your insight check. Whoever would like to.
Nah, whatever.
Fine. I'll also make an insight check.
I'm gonna be. I'm close enough to hear, obviously, but I'm just gonna be like sitting there petting Petunia, basically.
Okay.
A 3 and a 6. We're rolling great.
Well, let's see. What is his? That's okay. His passive deception is 10. So yeah, Tree. He's definitely boasting a little bit. He's probably exaggerating the numbers. And at this point, his eyes seem to regain their color and their normal look, and he just kind of looks around at the rest of you guys. Huh. Whoa. That was weird. I guess we get savers each turn, but fuck that.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm still like sitting on. Well, not sitting on him, but I'm like standing in front of him.
I'm gonna pin him down and
man.
tie him up.
Oh shit. Okay. I guess while he's doing that.
Tie him up.
Okay, and Ulag, what were you doing as he was doing that?
Oh, I'm just talking to him again. I'm gonna ask him. I'm like, how far away is the camp? About how far from here? In which direction?
He kind of he tries to point to the north, and says it's about 3 days travel that way.
Insight.
You can probably just tell that's probably not all that truthful.
Tell us the truth.
Ulag,
You want to be deaf this time? Actually, you'd probably like that. Never mind. I'll make you blind again.
Make an intimidation check. Tree.
Oh yeah, I'm super intimidating.
I'm telling you, it's up there. Why would I lie to you? I got nothing to gain. Hey, Ulag, we can't hear you.
I'm gonna smack him with my staff.
You have every reason to lie to us. That's why I know you're bullshitting.
Alright, as you smack, it's like, ah, fuck, stop. Okay, sorry. Just follow the road. You'll probably get there, and if you keep going, you'll probably get there by tomorrow night.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm gonna load him up. Can I load him up on her cart and ask her to take him into Dwight Schrute, the assistant to the mayor?
Assistant to the mayor.
I don't think I can. What if he gets free? He'll just hurt me.
I'll take extra rope and tie him completely to the cart. Like I will take the time to make sure he cannot fucking move.
Also,
Can we just drag him behind one of the horses?
That will kill him.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, yeah, and you guys probably anything else you'd want to ask him? Because you could probably just knock him out, knock him unconscious. So he'd be unconscious.
Can I do it with an Eldritch Blast? Just like a nice little.
Yeah, if you go up right up to his face, you can.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna walk up right here, point blank, sword directly pointed at his head, touching his head. Eldritch Blast from the tip of the sword to the conscious.
What do you? Ah! And he falls unconscious.
It's like a gun, but it's a sword gun.
Man, that was brutal, Malone.
And as he falls down, you see there's a very, very large, dark spot on the middle of his head now where you slammed that into it. And as you look at it, it almost looks like it's a large black handprint that's been imprinted on his forehead.
Yes.
Cool.
Damn.
All right, I'll load him up on the cart, and we'll tie him down real good.
Okay, not a problem.
Thank you for allowing me to do the honors.
Take him into town, but where in town? I don't know what
Just
to do.
ask for the assistant mayor. I mean, the guards can help
will take
you
care of him.
get there.
As soon as you get to the gates, just let them know. But you know, if you really don't feel comfortable, we could just kill him.
Make a persuasion check, Ulag. No, don't kill him. I don't. Well, why can't you just take him with you? I don't want to. I'm scared.
Is she hot?
She could be reasonably attractive. She's dressed very plainly. And her hair is just kind of up in a bun. She hasn't made any effort to make herself attractive. She's just going to sell her apples, but she's not ugly.
That girl next door look. I got it. All right.
Look, yeah, I'm sure if she took off her glasses, right? Let her hair down, she'd be like a 10. But right now, with her hair up and the glasses on, nah.
You're going into town, right?
Yes.
You don't have any more apples left, right?
Where'd you put them all? There was like 60.
I hung them on Bessie.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Bessie's saddlebags is just full of apples now.
Yes. We are not going to town. We're going the other way to take out the rest of these bastards. We're just asking for a little help. We've already given you some money. I'd be happy to pay you more for the service.
Oh, I couldn't accept any more money from you. You saved my life. Okay, I'll do this. But please, if you're coming back this way, check on us. Make sure I'm still alive. My parents and I live on a homestead about an hour's ride north of here. If I'm not there tonight, please come find me. See what happened. 'Cause I don't think I'll make it back today. I don't think I'll make it back alive at all.
Well, maybe
because of the guy on the back.
Yes, he's very scary. He's a big man.
You're fine.
Were you heading to? You were heading to Osiris?
I was.
Well,
City people.
First, before we actually give this guy to, I'm gonna search him and take any weapons off of him.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you take his short sword and his longbow. You also find a small coin purse on him. That has some coins inside.
Okay.
But there's 3 gold, 5 silver, 25 copper on this guy.
I'm noticing that. I'm gonna check the other guy.
Okay, you find 3 gold, 5 silver, 25 copper on the other guy.
Wait, how much? Sorry. 3 gold.
3, 5, and 25.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are so poor, they're stealing apples.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Times 2?
Yeah, that was on. Each one had that exact amount. Probably the split of their last heist.
Oh, yeah, well, I'll take that. I'll hand. You said a short sword and a longbow?
Yep, they each have that.
I'm just gonna toss the longbow to the side, but I'm gonna hand her the short sword.
She takes it and just holds it, and as she takes it, it dips a little bit as she's surprised by the weight of it. It felt perfectly. It's a normal short sword. And she's like, oh, and holds it very awkwardly, like an untrained person holding a gun, just like holding it by the edge so they're not touching the trigger. But yeah, she just kind of holds it in her hand, and just like, I don't know how to use this.
So you hold it, and you just swing it at the bad guys.
All right, so now she takes it with both her hands, and then just very awkwardly swings it into the side of the cart. And
Perfect.
It causes a very small chunk of wood to pop off.
Look at that, you're natural.
Huh, that felt good.
Hey,
I like that.
go. Yeah, now if he tries to fuck with you,
guys.
We
just
created.
we created a monster.
There's the backstory for your next character.
Oh no! Here we go.
For sure. When one of us dies, we come back as
I guess as we're getting ready to go, I want to tell her that I'm like, yeah, if he does anything sketchy or if he even steps out of line at all, just give him a little cut. He'll shut the fuck up.
Can I make an insight check to see if I believe she is actually going to be all right on the way back?
Sure. Are you like insight checking her or like her abilities and the
her abilities? Like if I think the guy is going to wake up, be any issue, or if I think she can't handle herself entirely at all.
Just make an investigation check for this as you check over the cart, look at the knots, look at how he is, watch her.
13.
Okay. The knots all seem very secure. No issues there. He's tied up quite well. He's out cold. Hasn't stirred at all. If he were to get free, and if he were to somehow get free, weapons or not, he would easily overpower her. He would easily... I mean, he wouldn't have any issue fighting her. She's not skilled with this sword at all. It's definitely a foreign object to her. But from your point of view, it seems like he should not be able to get free in the next couple hours in the trip back to Osiris.
Okay.
You're pretty confident he'll be stuck there until someone frees him.
I feel good about it.
Okay, let's move on.
Thanks for being tough. I tell her.
Thank you for saving my life. Oh, what was your names? I didn't get your names.
Do we have a group name?
Nope.
Do
We
a
need
group
one
name?
though, because we need to tell her who sent the bandit to the assistant mayor, so that he knows we're out here doing work. I guess he'll assume it was us, but
Just tell him that Ulog and the bunch sent you.
See, I was going with Milan.
No, absolutely
Ulag and the bunch?
No.
Who's Ulag?
That's moi. That is me. The one and only. So they'll know who I am. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, okay.
As you look, starts getting on his little spiel he does. I'm just gonna get back on Petunia and roll my eyes and start slowly sauntering down the road.
Okay.
Not any hurried at all, but
Yeah.
just
Yep.
slowly.
Just like, all right, this is boring. Let's get on with it. Anybody else say anything to her when she asks for your names?
I grunted at her.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I'll say I'm Malone. That's Tusk. He can't really say anything. Ulag, obviously, is Ulag, and that thing I guess is Tree. We never. It seemed like he made up a name on the spot. I don't know if he has a name, but he's
Yeah, I
going
don't
by
have a
Tree
name.
now.
I don't have a name. But you can call me Tree. It's fine.
You don't.
Yeah.
Everybody else
You
does.
don't have
So
a name. What do you mean you don't have? How do you not have a name?
we don't use names. You wouldn't understand.
I've heard of the,
City people don't get it.
the great giants in the north. They all have names. Why aren't you like them?
I'm not just a giant, okay? We're different. We live amongst ourselves. We have no need for names.
So
I
you have
can't
no
explain
need-
it to
What do
if you didn't
call
grow up
each
in this
other?
type of society.
It's okay, Tree. She's from a different time. Don't even worry about it.
You've
Shit,
heard
this is
everybody by the same name, basically. Think of it that way.
What
So
was the
we're
name?
all Jim. Just
Jim.
think of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're Jim.
Sure.
All right. Well, thank you. Malone,
You can call me
Tusk,
Jim.
Ulag, and Tree Jim.
Dude, Tree Jim. Snap it to us, Tree Jim.
Oh my god, this group name. I started reading group names online, and I just, oh no, I got another wrong rabbit hole. Bloodbath and Beyond.
That one's too much.
It is.
Alright, I hop
Yeah, we'll
on
come up with one.
Windsong,
Yeah,
and
Yeah, hop back on
I start
back.
heading, I start following Tusk.
Yeah!
there is still a Manticore head visible attached to Onyx.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Forgot about that thing.
Gotta be getting gross.
Yeah, it's starting to smell. It smells pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys continue on, and you see her reluctantly urging her horse forward with her new cargo.
Let's move the stuff out of the way for her to go clear the road.
Oh
here.
yeah, no problem. So
I already told the horses to go on get.
they're
Yeah,
kind
they
of
go
just
on.
standing
Hope they
there.
listen to me.
They're just two horses fully saddled. They have saddlebags all over them.
I'll take all that shit off of them. Just
Well, wait. What if we brought them back to what's his name? We could escort her back and sell the horses for some money. Not that we need it, but it would also make sure she gets back safe.
you want to go back?
Not really, no, but it seems like the right thing to do.
I mean, we've come too far. I feel like.
Oh,
How long has it been? Like an hour or
2
something?
hours. Yeah, it's been 2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah, it's like. Have you guys ever seen Harold and Kumar?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know. We've gone too far.
We've got too far. Where he leaves his phone. All right. Yeah, I don't want to go back, but if the rest of the crew votes to go back, I will go back.
I don't really
Wait,
care.
why do we want to go back?
To take the horses back to sell them.
Nah.
Nah.
the horses
I don't
be
think we.
I'm gonna take the saddlebags off him and stuff, and just try to tell him, "You're free. Like, go roam the lands. These are yours now."
These deserts.
Yeah. I'm gonna just like slap them on the butt and see if they run.
Make an animal handling
Oh,
check.
dude, it's gonna kick
Oh,
you
no,
in
here
the
we go.
face.
Yeah,
oh
you're-
my god, you're instantly dead.
Your face is prime height for kicking. All right. Okay. So as you
Not too bad.
smack him, it kind of whinnies a little bit, and then just kind of starts following along behind Alira as she's pulling the cart up, and the other one just kind of looks around and then just continues following along behind her, just
Yeah, that's fine.
following along behind the cart, nowhere else to go.
That's fine.
They're not wild horses; they're fully tamed, and they're just like, oh,
Job well done, boys.
good
and
enough. Sounds good to
set
us.
off.
All right. Well, as you part and go your separate ways from Alira and the horses, we're going to take a quick break, probably about 5-10 minutes, and come back and keep going.
Sounds good. All right, I'll be back. Oh shit.
I've never had any success with it.
What's that?
People come up with the group names.
I don't think we should force it. We gotta wait. We gotta let it kind of develop.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, we were forced in the other one.
Which
We
one?
were forced and we ended up with damn goals with distress, which is still hilarious. But it's really, don't assume my gender of limbo. What just happened?
I'm reading. There was who posted it? In another server I'm in, someone posted a thing on a bearded. It's a Reddit post about a bearded dragon. But I went into this guy. The guy who posted, I went into his his history just to see more about it. And one of the things that he talks about someone made a post apparently on the r/Bearded Dragon subreddit, which I didn't know existed, but it makes sense, saying my lizard won't poop. And I don't know what the details of it are, but the guy that I'm reading, his response was, my beardy has done the same thing. When I took him to the vet, they tried everything. He was on laxatives for weeks and nothing. Then I took him back and they, quote, stimulated his prostate with a probe. He says, let me tell you something. I've never seen so much shit evacuate the bowels of a bearded dragon so quickly. That's when they stuck that thing up his ass. There's an audible pop as it rocketed right out of his ass off the table and into the wall. It's just, I was not expecting it.
Woo!
All right, are we all back and ready to go?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I'm back.
So, the rest of the day you guys spend traveling along this road towards just continuing heading east. Is there anything particular you're doing on your way, or anything you're talking about, or whatever?
I'm just talking to Bessie a lot.
Okay.
I guess I want to bring it up to the group and be like, well, what do you guys think? Should we go in here with a plan? Or, I was thinking of some ideas, but I don't know how good they are. So,
What do
I
you
don't know if
got?
you guys have any other ideas. Well, I was thinking, I've been practicing some of my magic recently, and I recently figured out that I can go, like, invisible. So, if
Oh,
you guys need me to do that, if we want to, like, snatch up the bandolier so we have that for, like, reassurance, then I could probably try to, as soon as we find him, sneak in there while I'm invisible, snatch up his bandolier, and then we'll have leverage. Hopefully.
You think you're gonna try and go in while he's asleep, while he's not wearing it, or
I would say at
are
night
you gonna
would
try
probably
and take
be
it off his
best.
body?
I mean, either way.
What?
I mean, I'd take it off his body. He'd definitely notice, but he probably wouldn't figure out what's going on until it already happened.
Well, I'm really good at plans, so I'm pretty sure that's a good one. I
I'm
know a
glad I
lot
have
about
your approval
plans.
tree.
Yeah.
Any other insight, Malone?
no, I just wanted to ask the DM. I assume that our travel counts as a short rest or long rest or whatever.
No, it's a little too grueling to short rest. You can
Oh,
take an hour and sit if you'd like, but travel is a little bit too much to actually take a
okay.
short rest.
No, I just wanted the clarification. I appreciate it.
Um.
I have no
Well,
issues. I don't know what to expect with the camp. I don't even know what it looks like. Maybe we should just scout first. If you want to maybe scout it out, and then we can see if you can go invisible and take care of it. But I just like to. I
yeah, I
like your
say
idea.
reconnaissance first, and then we'll be able to formulate a more specific plan from there. Ulog, you seem to have gone mute.
Sorry, my bad. I was gonna say, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I can go invisible and do some scouting if you guys need me to. I would say it'd probably be better to do it at night, and we should have a code word just in case shit goes south.
Well, I don't know what the territory will look like, but if you're in there alone, invisible, I don't. Do you have a way to talk to us? I don't know how code word will accomplish much. Will you yell it?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, all else fails and they figure out that I'm snooping around while invisible, then I'll scream out the code word and you guys can at least try to get in to help me defend myself.
Sounds foolproof.
Yeah, I don't love it, but I haven't heard anything better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm open to critiques. If you guys have any other suggestions, then please let me know.
I mean, I don't know what you don't love. It's literally the perfect plan.
I'm loving your support, Tree. I thank you.
Dumbest guy in the room. Just keep remembering that.
Yeah, I'm aware of you say. I'm just gonna reassure him.
My support means nothing.
It's an okay idea.
I don't know what to say.
It's not very wise. He thinks you're a fucking genius, Tree. I swear.
Might need some refinement.
I just bit the fuck out of my tongue.
I saw you recoiling
You're
in
in character.
No, it's impossible.
That's a method actor right there.
Talk about getting into character.
Motherfucker.
All right, so the rest of you guys travel goes pretty well. You travel until a little bit after sunset. As you enter into a grove of trees that the road starts winding through. You find a nice little spot off to one side to stop and make camp for the night. Anything in particular you guys are doing as you're setting up camp and getting ready to rest?
I just make a really nice, like, it's very obvious that I've done it lots of times, but I make like a really nice little bed of like pine needles and leaves, and it looks awesome. And it looks super comfortable, even though it's made of trees.
Does anybody want like dinner? Treaty, is there any like vegetables nearby or something I can make into like maybe a little stew or something?
Oh yeah, I'll forage around a bit.
Yeah.
See what I can find.
You find some solid roots and berries, and probably gets a small little rabbit if that's something he would do for you guys to eat.
Yeah, I mean, if you can,
I'd get the rabbit.
I would say definitely the tree. Like, I mean, if you can find any meat or anything, it'll just make it even more flavorful.
Cool. I'll bring the rabbit back with all the other stuff, but I don't know how to cook.
No, I'm gonna cook.
I'll tell you. Okay.
So
I'll just hand you it.
All right, just drop it all right there, and I start trying to prepare like a nice little rabbit stew with like some roots in there and the whatever vegetables and shit that he comes up, and I'll just stew it for like good 30 minutes to an hour.
Awesome. All right.
And I'm like, dinner is served. I guess I pull out the bowls from my cooking kit and pour everybody a little like ladle full of the stew.
Pretty good stew. It's nice and warm and filling.
Wow, this is great, Ulog. Where'd you learn to do this?
I just started cooking. I haven't. The last time I cooked the cold boiled meat for you guys, that was probably one of my first few times cooking. I usually had chefs back at Thoth, so.
Yeah, well, sorry I didn't partake in the kobold, but this is more my speed, and it's delicious.
Well, I mean, that's all that matters to me, honestly, as long as you enjoy the food. That's my goal. I'm trying to be a better gnome. I should be able to cook for myself, so I'm gonna keep on cooking for you guys as long as you like it.
Nice. I'll after I finish my stew, I'll take out my pipe and just like clear it out. And then pass it over to Ulog empty.
Okay.
Dude, I packed the shit out of this bowl. I pack it extremely hard.
Are you using your pipe weed?
Yeah, I packed the pipe weed into. I didn't pick up any in Osiris, so I have to do it when I get back. But I'm starting to run low.
If you'd like to have done that, I'm fine with saying you did
Flashback
that.
points.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Just tell me how much gold would it have been, or silver?
What one dose is about 4 silver.
Okay. How much for like a half like a half pound.
Shit, I don't know how much a dose would be. I'll say
Okay.
you can get a shit ton, enough to last you until I say otherwise, for about 5 gold pieces. Ordering in bulk, you can get enough. And you probably know a guy. You found a nice gnome who has some of the pipe weed. Probably at D's Nuts is where you can get the nice pipe weed. They actually sell it there, and I encourage you to partake, because then you would buy some of their nice fine goods.
We gotta go there when we go back. We forgot, huh?
Well, he technically went.
You're not talking. We can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I said we could say that I guess I went there and picked up from them.
Okay.
But didn't talk to them too much, because I do want to talk to the gnomes there. So next time we're there, I want to talk to them.
Yeah, it was just a very nice gnome family. The mother and father are probably, I mean, they're probably middle-aged, so much younger than you. And then there's a young daughter who you saw around there.
Okay.
They were really busy when you went. You didn't want to bother them,
For
you
sure.
know?
Yeah,
For
true. Okay. Yeah, well, I guess we'll just say that. I'll pack it up and I give it back to Tree. And he's like, you get greens, my friend.
Yeah, I'll take some.
Okay. I mean, Ulag, can you give me a wisdom save? Tree, you might as well do the same if you're having some of it too. Okay. It's pretty good, nice and calming, and you feel quite relaxed. All right. Anything else y'all doing?
That's it for me. I'm ready for bed.
Okay.
Nothing like a good smoke after a nice meal. I think I'm gonna hit the hay, guys.
So, when we got there, I was going to just, eat the meal, take my extra spell slot to make a health potion for the next day, and I would like to, when they pull up the pipe weed, I know he has a ton of it now, but I would like to, if he's willing to lend me some of it, see if I can't take a look at it to try and learn how to make it myself.
Okay.
Like, not immediately, but, begin to, understand it more. And,
Yeah, so I guess while I'm packing the bowl, I'll see that Malone takes a little bit of an interest into the pipe weed, and I'll remember that he said that he wanted to, learn how to craft his own synthetic shit. So I'll go ahead and, break off a good chunk. I have a ton right now, so I'll give him a good little, gram or two, and give it to Malone to study.
Yeah, so as you look at it, this is clearly something that's grown in the ground. This is a natural plant. But you can begin to spend some time with it, keep it, start studying it, probably start playing around with it using your tools and your alchemy supplies, trying to change it, and etc. Can you go and give me I don't know if you've already set up your alchemy supplies or anything like that, but an intelligence check with your proficiency?
Yeah, an intelligence check, yeah.
So you could already have it set up. I don't know.
I think it is.
Yep.
I just gotta click on
like
this. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, so you begin trying out a few different things, testing out how to improve it or do different things to it.
Make some extracts.
Make some extracts. That would be badass.
All right, as you guys sit around the campfire, enjoying the pleasant night, can everybody give me a perception check? Ooh, cool.
Perception. And the perceptive dude.
Oh man. So yeah, Tree, Ulag, and Malone, you all notice this about the same time. The breeze in the trees dies down a little bit, and it gets quiet around you. And you all kind of glance back up the road from where you came from, and you see an orange glow from up that direction, probably a campfire or some other kind of flame. And at this point, as the trees have kind of quieted down, you can hear voices coming from that direction. They're pretty soft, but in between the rustling of the trees around you, you can make out some of the words, and you hear this this deep, scratchy voice say, "I say we kill them while they're sleeping." And then you hear someone else say, "But I need to rest to recover my spells." And then the previous voice responds, "You don't need your spells. I'll slice them up real easy like." And then another voice, a third one, says, "Giles, don't be hasty. We need to prepare." And then a fourth voice you hear say, "Yes, Giles, we must wait until dawn." And at that point, the breeze starts to pick up and the trees begin rustling again, and you can't quite make out anything else coming from up the road. This is coming from back the direction you came.
Yikes. Put out the fire.
Okay. Not a problem.
And just lay low as possible.
I look confused as you put out the fire.
I just motion like.
Like, shh. I also go like, shh.
I point at my
my
tongue like.
I'll try to like just whisper to the mounts and just be like, please stay calm. Like there's some there's some activity.
They just continue chewing the grass around them.
I'm gonna go ahead and whisper to everybody. I'm like, well, it looks like, I heard the name Giles thrown around, so I think this man has caught wind of what we're trying to do here.
Ulak, I'm assuming you tied up Windsong when you guys got here?
Oh yeah, when we got to, I made sure I tied Windsong. I took Servius's warning and make sure I tied Windsong up really good.
Yeah, at this point he's actually got himself wrapped completely around the tree and has absolutely no lead at all. Like he's just kind of standing next to the tree, his neck right up to it because he's ran in circles around it. But you can easily.
Damn it, Windsong.
The other animals are just calmly grazing outside the campfire. A few of them probably cast a few judgmental glances at the small pony, but other than that, they're just grazing. But yeah, what would you guys like to do now?
I say we like fan out a bit so that we're not all in one little spot.
Well, we haven't really
are they
rested
watching
yet,
us
so I can
right now,
definitely. Right? I think so. It seems, from what they said, it sounds like they've been keeping an eye on us.
So, I mean, there's no sneaking around this.
Well, I mean, like I said, I kind of figured out how to go invisible. So if you need me to like go over there and scout it out a little bit more, or maybe try to like do something, I'm just not sure what I would do if I went in front of them, invisible right now.
Yeah, go scout it out.
While you guys are talking to each other, I'm gonna start putting my armor on because I can tell that you mean there's people nearby.
Oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, Tusk, you got the right idea, bro.
I won't grunt.
All right, well, I guess just me. I'll try to. Is this like a wooded area around the path, or is it open?
Yeah, it is pretty wooded. The trees come up pretty close to where the path cuts through them. You guys found a small little clearing on one side of the road. I'll show you what you guys see.
Okay.
Just right here. Hopefully you guys can see the right side of the map, and not the left side.
Right.
Yeah, so you guys were heading from left to right on this map, west to east. And
we see something we're probably not supposed to.
What's up?
Bottom right.
A token.
Oh, that's not supposed to be there. Like that's just the middle of the woods. You hear the voices coming from up this direction, back from the way you came. All right, and then the horses are around here, but I don't care about putting them on the map right now. Ulak, what did you want to do?
Oh yeah, so what I want to do is kind of go, I guess, along the wooded path here, and kind of keep myself in the trees. And I'm not gonna go invisible yet, but I want to stealth a little bit closer to see if maybe I can, get some more information without going invisible. Yeah.
Okay. You want to go to the left, right, towards where you're the flames over in this direction, or the orange glow. That's where you hear it coming from.
Oh, it's in this direction over here?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Along that way, then.
Okay. So as you slowly creep, can you go ahead and give me a stealth check? As you start moving.
You said a stealth check?
Yeah. As you're just moving along the woods. See how quiet you are. And as you start creeping towards the camp, you come around a little curve. I won't move you. But you see, as you kind of walk around the curve of the road and get around one of the edges of the trees that come right up to the road, and the previous clearing that you passed, you hear that same scratchy voice come from around the corner. My blades will find their mark this evening. And you see, as you approach on the other side of the trees, you see there's a covered wagon that's glowing with a campfire that's seemingly on the other side of the wagon. You don't see anybody. They're probably somewhere behind on the other side by this fire. But as you sneak around and you see 4 men sitting around a campfire. And then near a tree on the far side from where you are, there are 2 draft horses that are tied up.
Okay, so you said it's a wagon?
Yeah, you see it's a large covered wagon that's kind of blocking your view to wherever the campfire is.
Okay, and it's like, is there a door on the side that's facing me?
No, because you're like on the side, and it's like one of those old covered wagons where it's just a canvas over the back, and then there's a seat in the front on your left side.
Oh, okay.
And then there's probably an
So
opening
I would be
in the
able
back.
to. Okay, so there's like an opening in the back or the front or something.
Probably.
Okay. I guess for right now, I kind of want to check out what's in the wagon, so I'll go ahead and cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And I want to see if I can sneak into the wagon without making too much noise.
Yeah, not a problem. As you sneak up towards the wagon, go ahead and give me a stealth check with advantage.
Okay.
And the 4 men you see sitting around the campfire, oh fuck yeah, not a problem. As you sneak up, they seem to take no notice of your presence, but you see a short, stocky man that has a bit of a scruffy beard, and then a large scar that runs down his left cheek. He has leather armor on, and he also has a gold-studded bandolier of daggers across his chest. You see him shuffling a dagger back and forth between his hands. Also
That's
sitting
our boy.
there, you see a slender man with short, trimmed black hair, and he's got spectacles on and brown robes. And a fancy quarterstaff lies next to him on the ground. You also see a very athletic-looking man wearing chainmail and carrying a throwing hammer at his side. And then you also see a dwarf, a burly dwarf with a well-trimmed brown beard, sitting down and wearing full plate armor and carrying a long sword at his side. As you sneak up to the wagon and you get a full look at this campsite and all these people sitting around. You're right up next to the back of the wagon. They seem to have made no notice of your presence. What would you like to do?
Okay, so first, how many are there? 4?
4.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm definitely you already told me what they look like, so I got their profiles. So I wanna try and get into the wagon.
Okay. Yeah, not a problem. You easily climb up inside the wagon.
Okay. And what's inside of here? Is it like pretty bare bones, or is there like lots of shit?
There's a few things inside here. Can you just give me a perception check as you're walking up, and as you're getting
Yes.
inside, see what all you notice. I think you're muted. We don't hear you.
Sorry, 1 second. I think I yeah.
All right.
There we go.
So as you're walking up, you do see there may be, like on the far side, on the side of the wagon facing the camp, there seems to be a plaque attached to it. You can't quite make out what it says, but as you climb up and get inside, you do see there's 4 backpacks sitting on the benches inside the covered wagon. You also see on one of the benches there's a hat just sitting there that's all different colors, and it's got like all these little spokes coming off of it with little bells at the end of it. Think of like a jester's cap. you see at the very front of the wagon, sitting up on a shelf neatly placed, are these small little clay pots that, as you look inside them, seem to have some kind of not a liquid, but a paste of sorts. But they're all different colors, different shades. These very light colors. You also see hanging on a long bar about 10 to 15 different outfits or costumes. And then there's also 4 costumes that are almost like bandit costumes hanging on the one end. And then you also see a set of glasses sitting on the bench that have a large fake nose and fake mustache attached to them.
Okay, that's weird.
I can get you a picture of that thing.
Wait. Yeah, you said it's what with a mustache? The glasses with a mustache?
Yeah, it's a set of glasses that have a large nose attached to them and a mustache.
Okay. That immediately interests me, so I picked those up and put them on.
I'll put a image in Discord of what you see there. Oh,
fucking. That's exactly how I pictured it, honestly.
Good.
So, I guess I'll go ahead.
And then there's also a disguise kit sitting there and a couple of backpacks of... hang on, I gotta find what's actually inside these things.
Yeah.
Inside these backpacks, you see there's a few more, just some candles, a couple costumes, some dry rations, a water skin.
What is up with these guys?
Yeah, really.
They're pretty out there.
So, actually, I don't actually put on the glasses and the mustache. I want to pick it up and see if it feels magical at all. I don't know if I can do that while I'm invisibility.
Yeah, no problem. It doesn't seem magical at all. It seems rather flimsy, as if it's almost made of plastic. It's a cheap prop item.
Is there plastic in D&D rules?
Sure.
Cool. I like that idea.
Yeah, right?
I was like, oh, okay.
That works.
There's fucking magic.
So I guess, yeah, exactly. There's magic.
That's fair.
So I guess what I'll do while I'm in this wagon.
Wait, hang on. You guys saw a giant spider ship flying off in the sky, but plastic. Okay, that's a little too far.
Yeah, dude, Rob.
I'm kidding.
Okay, Rob, you got a point, bro. Oh man. But what I'll do is, I guess while I'm in this wagon, I want to grab the. Well, does anything I grab turn invisible or no?
Yeah, if you're holding it in your hand, it becomes invisible with you. Anything you're carrying is invisible.
Okay, cool. So I want to grab the glasses and you said there was also a disguise kit, and what was in the clay pots again?
This weird paste. All sorts of different. They're very light colors and tones. Some of them are darker, some of them are lighter, but they're very. They're not like colored paints. It's something else.
Okay, so I'll grab. Are they heavy?
They're not crazy heavy. They're pretty small. They're small jars.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll grab the mustache with the glasses and just a random one of the clay pots, and I want to make my way back to the camp if I can.
Okay.
To tell them what the situation is.
Not a problem. You easily make it back to the camp.
Okay, so I go up to everybody, and first before I stop being invisible, I go up and I tickle everybody on the stomach, and then I go visible again. I'm like, gotcha, and then I'll go ahead and let them know that there's about 4 guys. One of them's a dwarf. The rest seem to be human. One of them's pretty burly. One of them's wearing robes, so he might be, maybe a hand-to-hand combat. He had a quarterstaff. And then I actually did see Giles with the Bandolier of Daggers, so that's our boy. There's only 4 of them, so if this is our chance to ambush them before they ambush us, I think this is a good time. Also, their wagon has a ton of cool shit, and I hold up the pot and the glasses. Well, I put on the glasses and the mustache, and I hold up the pot. I'm like, look at this shit.
Can I see what's in the pot?
Yeah.
I open up the pot, and what color is it, Rob?
That one is like a very pale, just like a very light flesh color, just like the color of my skin right here.
Okay. Yeah. I just like showed the tree.
Yeah, Malone.
Anybody wants to can make an intelligence check. Ulag, you can do the same thing as you've looked at this a couple times.
Okay, I'll make an intelligence check.
Just straight up intelligence?
Yep.
Alright, you got it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Bam.
Hope I know what this is.
Yeah, Malone, you have probably encountered this a couple times with some of the more well-to-do people of the town, or any females you've hung out with. This is typically this is makeup. Yeah.
Wait, so they're like full on.
These are jars of makeup.
Okay, did these guys steal a Mary Kay wagon? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, they're like full on disguisers. They're like entirely just trying to be anybody else.
I say we go fuck them up.
Yeah, I had no complaints.
I mean, we could at least get the jump on them. They know we're here, but if we sneak around, they kind of seem to be occupied with themselves right now, so we might be able to get the jump on them.
I'd like to try to enter through the forest. Maybe we could have 2 fronts.
One thing I would like to request, I have no spell slots left. Is there any chance we can wait an hour? They did say they were going to wait until night. Do we think they'll attack before then?
Did you...
I didn't happen to hear anything about when they would attack, but it seemed like Giles was getting antsy, so...
Oh yeah, you used the hold person and everything. I forgot, sorry. Yeah, I mean, we could take a short rest, but they could attack at any time, I feel like.
During the time where we were resting, was there an hour that would be considered a short rest? I obviously don't.
Sure, yeah. I'll say you would have had a short rest while they were preparing the camp and getting food and cooking food.
Awesome. Never mind then. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
I am erect and 100% ready.
I'd like to move through the trees. If someone wants to come along with me, if others want to go around the other way.
I'll come with you, Tree. We should definitely maybe do 2 of us on one side of the path and 2 of us on the other side, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're on the north, like the top side right there, right? Is what we're seeing?
Yep, you see what you
So,
what you see.
What if 2 of us go up here? That could be well, it should be 2 of the damage dealers. Maybe myself and Thusk, and then 2 of you go down through these trees on the south.
You mean frontliner? Yeah.
You guys emerge down here to create a distraction, get all their stuff pulled your way, and then we ambush from the back. 2 fronts, take them down fast.
That sounds good.
Is I could cover their campfire and themselves entirely in darkness, and they will be very, very confused, and we could just ambush them from both sides entirely as they can't.
I would love that.
Well, we wouldn't be able to see if we went into the darkness, right?
No, but they're gonna run out of it.
That's true. Okay, so we wait for them to run out of the darkness and ambush them. Okay, that's a good idea. I like that.
Do you want to do the 2 fronts still? I think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say me and Malone on the far side, and you guys on the same side as their wagon.
Well, I just need a sight line to cast to place the.
Yeah, we'll definitely be able to get sight line as long as we get to.
Do you have the range?
Here.
You have the range for it?
Yeah, I should have the range for it. I believe the range is. Let me just verify. I think it's like 60 feet at least. 60 feet.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be fine then. All right. Well, yeah, I'd like to just start get prepared. Me and Tusk will move into these trees here.
Okay. Can everybody go ahead and give me a stealth check, and then put yourself where you would like to be for when this happens.
Stealth check.
Oh no! Tusk saved me.
Yeah.
Well. Okay. Good thing you spent all the time playing. No. All right. So, as you guys start going through the trees, it's a bit thicker than what you expected, and you start crashing through them, breaking a few branches. And as you start walking, you hear them again say, "Giles, don't be hasty. We need to." And then at that point is when you guys start making some noise, and that line is cut off. And they all kind of stand up and look around, and then the one wearing the bandolier of daggers that you heard talk in the deep, scratchy voice before says, "Hello, is anybody there? Hello?"
So let me go. Sorry, my guy. Where did he hear it? Which way did he turn to, if we could see it?
He definitely kind of turned towards the upper section. Dusk and Tree, could you guys give me a perception check as you guys are can see the camp in the side of the wagon? Carry on. So he
Jesus
the
Christ,
guy with
guys.
the bandolier stood up and said that in that very eloquent voice. What would you guys like to do?
Freeze.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm under the impression that I'm waiting until I see the darkness get cast.
Okay.
Yep. Same.
No. And on the reaction, then noticing that they are obviously doing something, I think it's about time to break the darkness.
Yeah.
As you walk around,
do it now.
As you and Ulag walk around the side of the wagon, probably get to be like,
Right
a
here,
little further
maybe?
over. Can you both give me a perception check?
Oh boy. Yeah, move my guy back first. Perception.
Where did Malone go?
Under Ulag.
Oh, okay.
All right. Actually, for this, Malone, I really feel like this is best if you and I move into the D&D Secrets channel.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That is.
Because it's something you
That's the
notice.
case, I'm gonna.
Oh wait, sorry. Hang on. I didn't hear what
you're
he said. He was saying something. That's okay though.
I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. Okay. Sorry, Terrell, what'd you say? Okay.
They're going to the bathroom.
All right. Then let's move back.
Okay.
They're just taking a break. All right. So, as you get a good look at this camp and see these people sitting around the campfire, you see the plaque on the side of the wagon that Ulag couldn't quite see and didn't say anything about. But you see that it says on the side of the wagon, Smythe Entertainment Company. And as you look at these guys sitting around the campfire with their weapons and their armor, you can tell that their equipment is quite clearly fake. It's costumes. It's it's stuff they've put on to be these people, and it's not. You can tell these are not actual real weapons and real armor. And let's see. Wait, let me check my notes again.
I'm really glad I rolled on perception.
Me too.
Yeah.
And like
yeah.
they're not high quality. It's just kind of cheap props. It was kind of hard to see in the poor light of the campfire, but now you can clearly see that these are.
Yeah, I should have picked up on that.
And then when the one guy, when he stood up, he's kind of just holding his dagger. Like none of them, when they stood up, none of them grabbed their weapons. So kind of just stood up and are looking around.
Okay. So, okay. Is there anything else I should know?
That's about it that you notice. Yeah, and they're all holding. They seem to all be holding a like a piece of a group of papers in their hands.
Like a script?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Ready to go back?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's not the real. Oh, damn.
All right.
I didn't want here.
Malone, what would you like to do?
All right, I'm back here. Sorry.
Okay, so I am going to cast darkness, and I'm gonna cast it directly on top of Thusk and Tree.
Wow. All right. Awesome. So.
And I'm gonna
What?
tell Ulag, you didn't look at the cart. It says Smythe Entertainment. These aren't the real people. That's why they had makeup and props and everything.
What
They're not
do
even
you
holding
mean
their
it's
weapons
not?
correctly.
No. There's no way. That man has a fucking bandolier of daggers around his neck. There's no way that's not the right guy.
It's fake.
How? How do you know?
Why would they have everything else?
Hello? Who's there? What's going on? Why is it dark?
I'm gonna walk over and say hello.
What? What are you doing? The man with the band of the daggers has seems to be speaking quite eloquently. He steps forward. What? Who are you? What do you want?
Nothing. I'm just coming to see. I saw your cart. I want to know a bit more about your company.
Yes, leave us alone. Leave us alone. We have nothing of value. We are just entertainers. And actually, give me one.
I'm gonna shout off to Dusk and Tree, and I'm gonna shout their names. Hold off, guys.
At this point, the dwarf who's wearing the full plate mail stands up and starts angrily ranting at you. He's like, "You have no right to come in here like that. We were having a peaceful camp, and you just come in here and interrupt us. What is going on? Who are you? How dare you come to us?" He seems quite indignant.
I'm gonna try to walk out of the blackness if I
Okay.
can.
I'm gonna
Yeah, you walk out
drop
of
the
the blackness.
blackness.
Just there.
I'm gonna drop the blackness.
They're startled and like they kind of move back away a little bit. Okay.
I just stand there menacingly.
As you look down and menace them, the dwarf quickly kind of calms down and backs up a little bit and looks down at the ground meekly.
I'm gonna tell him you should be very wary dressing up as bandits in the wilderness. Bandits are known to be dangerous. You should be thankful you got out of here alive.
What I'm gonna do is, I guess I'll reveal myself since they seem to be no real threat. I'm gonna go up to the guy with the bandolier daggers and like snatch that shit off his neck.
Okay.
Snatch his chain.
Yeah. As you do that, it easily just snaps right off, and you feel it. It is very light, very weak. There's no actual daggers. As you try to pull one of the daggers out, it's like it doesn't come out because it's just cheap plastic.
I'm like, bro,
at this point, you look over.
Is this shit?
You look over at the guy who had the staff next to him, who has the robes on, and you see some liquid dripping down from beneath his robes. And the guy who had the dagger says, we're just practicing. We're just preparing. This is not. We didn't want to harm anybody. We weren't attacking anybody. Why would we be attacked? We're just simple entertainers.
Listen.
We have
there's
a
a
contract.
man around these parts. Oh yeah. Your contract's fine and everything, but there's a man around here. There's a bandit leader that wears the same fucking bandolier daggers. You want to die?
Yes,
is that what you want to do? You have a death wish?
We know he wears it. We were going to perform for him. This is, we are perfectly in our rights to be practicing this. He hired us to perform for him. This is why we're.
Oh, so you guys work for bandits? Oh, really? Yeah, real class entertainers working for bandits.
Hold on, Ulag. Maybe they can take us.
Did they hire you sight unseen?
What do you mean?
I'm wondering if they've, hired you in person, or if they just sent word that they were looking for entertainers. How'd you get hooked up with them?
Oh no, I know where this is going.
Oh, well, actually, the man who talked to us, he talked to my old friend who's left our group now, but he contracted us to go and perform for him at the camp, and as a recreation of the night he rose to power. But he had to drop out, unfortunately. So this man, you see he points at the guy wearing the chainmail. who looks he's white as a sheet, like he's scared shitless. He seems like a middle-aged man who's just kind of like, oh shit, what have I gotten into? And so the guy continues, we hired him to take his place at the last minute, but we have this contract, we've been hired to perform. This is perfectly within our rights.
Can I take a look at the contract?
Yeah. So
How much are they being paid for this?
Yeah. So I'll let you see the contract.
Oh, sweet.
So
can you read that? I'm just being in character.
Oh, it would take me like a while, but I can read it.
Wow, there's really a contract here. Wow. This is wonderful.
Mr. Will Smith.
Dude, fucking Will Smith. We should have known it was him.
It's Smythe.
Oh, Will Smythe. Okay, I'm sorry. So I guess at this point, after seeing the contract, I want to go over to definitely Malone, because he'll probably comprehend this a little bit more. And I'll tell him, I like whisper in his ear, and I'm like, listen, Malone, this is a perfect opportunity for us. Think about it. All we gotta do is dress up like these guys that we're gonna come and do this act, and they'll fucking let us in the camp.
Agreed. I think this is our ticket in for free. We could
absolutely
join.
I'm gonna move around. This is a powwow, right?
Yeah, you see us whispering, so you can come over.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna wait for them to come over and look at the contract.
And as you guys are standing here, you see that the man in the chainmail, who is white as a sheet, has now fainted.
Poor guy. So we could pay them more than the contract.
No, we're not paying them. We don't need to do that.
Well, wait.
We can't just. Because we're gonna have to take their cart.
No, listen, we don't need to take their cart. Let's just go with them. We don't need to.
Yeah, but we have to trust these people with our lives. Then I don't.
Yeah, why do we trust them? They're no threat.
They would absolutely sell us out.
They'll sell us out in a second.
What do you mean?
That man fainted.
Listen, Malone, I don't know why you're deciding to be so trusting all of a sudden.
I've heard bad people.
I say we do this. I say we pay them, take their cart, thank them for their service, send them packing.
Listen, why do we have to pay them? They're literally doing work for bandits.
That's not. It's circumstance.
It's just the right thing to do.
Anybody came in. I don't know.
You're telling me you respect the Will Smythe? You respect Smythe Entertainment? Because I don't.
I respect any business. You're going to do business. I don't question what your purposes are or who you're going for. If you want a potion, I'll give you a potion. You're going to pay me the right amount. They're being paid for a service.
All right. Don't give them too much, though.
I'm not saying to pay them. I'm just saying don't dismiss them because they're doing it for a bandit. They're just doing a job for money.
I'll pitch.
You're right.
I'll pitch 50 gold. It's all the gold pieces I have.
50 gold.
The contract's for 100. The contract's for 100. So we gotta.
We don't need.
But they're not even gonna do the show. They're literally just gonna go home.
Mm-hmm.
How much is my splint mail? How much do I owe for that still?
Did you put down 100? It was 230 total. I remember that for sure.
I did put down 100 because I had gained 100, then lost 100 immediately to do that.
Okay, so you owe 130 gold. Okay, when you pick it up.
We could just offer. We're reading way too much into this. I would just walk with them, say we're part of the group, and then say we're part of their protection, and then leave. Let them do their show, and then ambush them once we're in their camp. I don't think we need to kill them. I don't think we need to take their car. I don't think we need to pay them. I think we can just travel with them. We will make sure that they get to their destination unharmed. That is their payment, and then we can kill Giles. This is horribly too much to consider.
But what if they sell us out in an instant?
What would they sell us out for? We're protecting them.
We're not.
They're literally working for bandits.
We're using them, and they'll see right through it.
Yeah, that guy who fainted, he's definitely gonna see right through that.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll be intimidated into working with us, but who's more intimidating once we get to the camp? The 4 of us or the
Us.
100 of them?
100. I thought that was an exaggeration.
Well,
I never got
hundreds was
clarification
an
on that.
exaggeration,
Yeah,
but
and does that mean we're going to go into the camp? Like, once we get into the camp, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna Trojan horse it? Like,
No, we're just gonna go in it, act like we belong, and then when the moment strikes, we can do whatever we need to. You can use your invisibility to take the bandolier. You can.
okay, how
just put
about
a guard
how
down.
about this? Just to be safe, you know, once we get close to the destination, I'll hop out. I'll go invisible so I can actually keep tabs on what's going on. So just in case you guys get captured or they figure out what's going on, then I'll be able to at least try to help.
Look, if you guys don't want to do it,
but how are you going to get in the camp then?
Well, I mean, I'm invisible, so I'm pretty sure I'll just be able to walk in behind you guys.
Somewhere?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go invisible while we're in the cart, and I'll hop out as soon as we're in.
Okay.
I'm just looking menacing while watching the other group to make sure that they don't.
I still
That's
think we
a good
should
idea.
become the performers. I mean,
The
I think we do a better job than these
when they expect
schmucks
to show when
anyways.
we walk in.
But then, what if they ask us to perform?
We have a day of travel to learn the script. We'll be amazing.
That's a lot of work, Tree.
What is your intelligence score again? 5? 6?
I don't know what this intelligence score is that you're talking about, but
Yeah,
I'm sure if I had
mean,
one, it'd be high.
Yeah.
They say I have the best intelligence score, the highest.
perfect 10.
Perfect.
5 out of 7.
As you guys kind of glance back over at the group, you see now the one with the robes on, who pissed himself earlier, is now just like almost frozen in place and can't move and is just staring at you guys wide-eyed. The one guy's still unconscious, fainted on the ground. The dwarf is now just kind of sat down and is just sitting on the ground, his head in his hands. And the one with who had the bandolier is just kind of glancing all around him, looking at the woods, like kind of maybe looking for an opportunity to run. But they seem quite scared.
Well, maybe we could just scare them away.
Like I said, we don't need these fucking guys. They're a bunch of pussies. Like, we don't need that shit.
Let's take a vote. What do you guys want to do?
Well, like I said, I'm down for either way. Like, if you guys want to act, like, I'll go with it. But like, I mean, if you still want me to go invisible, so we have like a trump card, then
I'm not an actor.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. If we go as the actors, then they're gonna expect a show, and when we don't put on a show, they're gonna get suspicious.
We're gonna put on a show, guys.
Oh, really, Tree?
What don't you understand about this?
Yeah, there's
how
gonna
many
be a
shows have you put
show.
on?
A big show of blood.
You think these guys are that good? Like, you just heard them.
Better than us.
We saw through it immediately. I knew right away that they were fake.
Inside check.
Oh, did you? Oh, did you, Tree? Oh, really?
I'll roll deception on you.
Yes!
Oh, beat
Oh
that.
my god!
Come on.
Alright.
I gotta go into my sheet.
So,
Do I have any sort of advantage on this in any way?
Hell no.
Given he doesn't-
I gave you
That's it.
inspiration, but it might be gone. No, that was from the last battle. That's gone, probably.
You can give it to me. Give it to Thusk.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's gone after 10 minutes.
Yep.
Oh
my god!
I mean, he seems like he believes it.
Yeah.
To the best of your knowledge, it seems like he believes it.
He believes he saw it. I don't believe it.
That's fine. All right, continue.
Yeah, I vote that we get rid of them, not by fatal means, but either pay them off or send them on their way, take their cart, learn the script,
Listen,
find
I
our true
have acted
passion
before.
in acting.
Yeah. Oh, and you guys can
I've
all
acted
see.
before.
You guys can all see they have, like, they were each holding a piece of paper in their hands. That probably some of it's on the ground, scattered around. The man with the band of the dagger is still holding his clutch of papers.
Does it look like a lot of papers?
There's just a few.
Yeah, it's just a few pages, guys.
Okay, alright. You know, okay, Tree, I'm gonna humor you on this one. I'll go ahead and say that since Tree, and Malone... Oh, go ahead.
There are 4. We have a guy who can only grunt.
That's what I was saying. I was literally just about to say that. I was literally just about to say that. I was gonna say, how about I can cast invisibility on Thusk, and he will be our trump card. Instead of, I have acted before, so since you guys want to do it, go ahead and do the acting thing. I'll go ahead and
bring one of them along.
Do my part. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you were so concerned before. You were so concerned before about having a person who was going to sell us out immediately, but now it's okay to bring one of them along instead of 4.
Well, if it's 4 of them, then they'll feel more emboldened by numbers.
No.
One of them will feel just completely subservient to us, I feel like.
But which one?
Why would they even agree? Why would they agree to come with us at all?
Well, they're terrified of us. They'll agree to anything.
That's true.
They're terrified of us now as 4.
I don't understand.
Jam, I know you're doing a great job role playing, but it's really frustrating me.
I'm starting to look peeved that whatever you guys are talking about is taking so long.
Yeah, I am as well.
I'm like, I was ready to smash some shit, and now I'm not getting to smash anything. So.
Okay, that's why I said let's make a choice.
Alright, so it's...
And I just cast my vote.
So you voted to act. Tree votes to act. Ula, what do you want to do?
You know, I'll go ahead and vote to act. It's not like they'll know that we're missing a person. We could just say they got sick or something.
Okay, it's fair. Thus, what would you like to do? I know you can't actually talk, but I'm going to go over to you. I'm going to talk about you over, first of all. I'm going to walk over to you. I'm going to explain what we've discussed in a very short version of it. And I'm going to say, what would you like to do? Would you prefer to act and grunt affirmatively, or prefer to bring them with us? I'm going to keep talking about the ideas until I get some sort of,
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Thus, I mostly just seem confused, especially at the thought of acting. I'm kind of like,
Listen, Thusk is not going to be able to act. I will just make him invisible, literally. Like I can.
I make motions that am basically like, I don't know what I'm gonna want to do. I have a hammer. Tell me who to hit. Yeah, he's essentially like.
He doesn't have any lines to memorize. He could just be the big brute.
That's true.
Go.
You do see one of them was wearing plate mail, one of them is wearing chain mail. Well, fake plate mail, fake chain mail, but.
I was really excited when you described that to get some plate.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
It wouldn't have fit me anyway, but I would have sold it.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna turn around to the group of these actors, and I'm gonna be like, "All right, guys, unless you want to die, you're gonna go ahead and take all of your clothes off right now."
They immediately start disturbing, except for the one that's unconscious on the ground.
Who has to wear the pee pants?
Right. They're and Ulak. You do remember there are probably about 15 to 20 more costumes inside.
Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and mention that to everybody. I'm like, when I was in the wagon, there was more costumes. So if you don't want to wear the pee pants, then you can wear something else.
As you say that, you hear a whimper come from the guy who pissed himself. He's like, huh? But yeah, the three kind of disrobe down to the knickers. And they're just kind of standing there awkwardly, huddling up close to the fire as it's a little cold now for them.
I guess I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna be like, all right, guys. You know, this is what we're gonna do. You know, you're resolved of your duties. We're taking over, okay?
What? Okay.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna cry about it? Oh, go ahead. You want to fucking die right now?
the one who pissed himself definitely starts crying.
He brings it hard,
He's
man.
just like, I didn't know it was gonna happen. I thought
Because
we
I
were just gonna go act. I didn't sign up for this, Horatio. This is bad.
Dude, I go up to him and I just smack him in the face. I'm like, you better get a hold of yourself.
Can I like stop Ulag?
He is full out bawling now, clutching his face now where you smacked him. He's pouring it on, clearly. Like, you didn't hit him that hard. He's clearly pouring it on. He's definitely scared shitless, but there's a little bit of a performance here. He's definitely adding on his own little dramatic flair to it.
Oh my god. Alright, well, like I said, I mean, you guys can either take it or leave it. If you stay, you're probably gonna die. If you leave, and go back to where you came from, then you'll be good. You know, we won't mess with you.
Do they have clothes at all? They just have their knickers. Basically?
Yeah, they're basically just wearing like their long undergarments.
Guys, we're in a place that's mostly desert.
Yeah, no, they can have their clothes. We were just kidding about that. But we forgot there was more costumes. We're good.
The two who didn't piss themselves start to put their clothes back on, and they don't put like the fake armor back on, but they're wearing their robes and their regular garments.
Okay.
And of course, the one guy's still unconscious on the ground.
Yeah.
Can we draw
All right,
dicks
I'm
on
like,
his forehead?
Sure.
Oh man, I got some ink. Tusk.
I'm sure you could find plenty of supplies inside the wagon to draw dicks on his forehead.
Which one is it?
Oh yeah.
The one over here. I'm sorry. This is the one that fainted. This is the one that pissed himself. The one on the right. The one on the bottom is the dwarf, and the one on the top is the one who was wearing the bandolero daggers, who was addressed as Horatio.
Okay.
All right, so are hearing Ulag? Do they scram or what are they? What are they doing?
They're kind of just standing there a little awkwardly, like.
Looks like you have two horses. Two, you get on each of them and get the fuck out of here.
Thank you, Tree. Thank you.
Horatio says, "But that's all our stuff's in the wagon. That's our wagon."
What?
Oh my god.
You need your
Literally.
backpacks. You can have your backpacks. We need the rest of the stuff. How much to buy it from you?
Tree, no, don't buy it.
I just want it back. It's ours. We need to.
Okay, look, we'll meet up with you afterwards.
No. Take it. It's fine. Okay. No, take it. It's fine. I don't care.
Good.
I'll toss
Thank
like
you.
30 gold at them.
Yeah. I already wish I.
I'll throw 20.
How much? A quick estimation of how much their stuff was worth.
Well, with the wagon and everything else, oh fuck, I don't know how much a wagon is worth. It's
Way more than that.
It's a nice wagon. It's been decorated, and then all their supplies. The wagon's
guess who has a
35
wagon
gold.
now?
All their supplies, probably another 40 to 50 gold, because it's like good acting equipment and costumes. So I mean, altogether, it's probably worth 100 gold. But who knows how much they paid for it, how much they've had it, or how long they've had it. It's been used. Like, it's not new. This is not a new wagon. This has been traveling the road for a few years. This isn't like a brand new startup company.
Okay. Well, I guess
They're kind of just like, all right, well, we do whatever. They were just asking about, like, they have their personal items they'd like to get.
Yeah, for sure. The backpacks and everything. Yeah. Go
so
get whatever you need.
we can give them the backpacks. I already checked what was in there. It was just like costume. I mean, some of them had. There's like some clothes in one, and then candles in the other, and some other shit, right?
I
they all had like some there were some rations in there, some clothes, a couple costumes. A few of them had candles. But yeah, if they go back in and start gathering up their stuff, Horatio and the dwarf come back out. But the young man who pissed himself is still in there, and you hear his voice come out. I can't find it. Where is it? Where did I put it? I had it just right here. Oh, whatever. And then comes
I'm
back
like,
out.
what are you looking for, eh?
I had a disguise. It's foolproof, but I can't find it.
Oh, well, man. I mean, I guess you lost it. Good job, buddy.
This day is the worst. This day just gets worse and worse.
Ulog's mean as hell.
Yeah, dude.
Horatio comes back out and kneels down next to the unconscious man and kind of pats him on the face a little bit and just says, Alexander, wake up. And the guy comes back, and you see it's this middle-aged man, and he's just kind of looking around and looks scared.
All right, and I guess before they actually decide to leave or do whatever they're doing, I go up to him and I open up my my water skin full of the alcohol, and I'm like, here, take a drink before I change my mind.
Okay. Horatio takes a big gulp, and he kind of winces and swallows it. The dwarf drinks it, enjoys it. The younger man, the one with the robes, drinks it and then immediately pukes on the ground. And
someone can't hold their liquor.
The one who fainted drinks it and he winces and enjoys it. But he looks completely scared. He's just like, oh, what the fuck is going on?
I'm like, all right, now we're even. You guys are going to go ahead and keep on walking that way, and we're going to go the other way.
All right, Horatio goes up, starts untying the horses, and they begin walking back up the road, casting a few glances back at y'all.
I did give them that money, right?
Yeah. How much money did you guys give them?
I gave them 30. I think Shree said 20.
Yeah,
I didn't give him any.
Okay, so 70 gold to them. Nice. That was kind.
That was very kind.
As they're leaving, we just gotta make sure that they know that they're. If you tell anybody about this, we'll find you.
Oh yeah.
They're like,
I definitely take that kind of demeanor with Tree.
Okay. But they're probably gonna write a play about it and perform it.
Yeah.
That's fine. Redact the names.
Yeah,
please,
names will be changed to protect the innocent.
Oh wait, you don't
the
even know
guilty.
our names. It's fine.
Right? They have no idea. They just saw you people.
Yeah, because we're really,
yeah.
really not identifiable.
Right?
Furbolg, half-orc, gnome, and elf.
There's a lot of those. Come on.
They're gonna be coming back to
Yeah,
town.
really.
The lady's like,
Mute,
oh,
half-orc.
I got saved by these wonderful Furbolg, elf, gnome, and orc. And then it's like, we were attacked in the night. They were the worst. It's just gonna be two different stories.
It's Ulog and the bunch. We gotta keep them guessing.
I mean, yeah, that's the only name that was heard for the group. All right.
Amazing.
What would you guys like to do now?
Go to bed.
I guess we can actually sleep at the camp.
All right. So you go get
I'm gonna
your
actually-
animals and bring them back over to this camp where the wagon is. Tie them up. You do find the script, gather it up. You do see there's 4 separate scripts that you can sort out and get available.
Sweet.
And I'll go ahead and let you guys see that so you can practice it over this 2-week break and begin preparing your performance.
Oh, Jesus.
That
This is
highlights
gonna be
Oh,
amazing,
hell
you
yeah. This is
guys.
gonna be so good. Oh, hell yeah.
Which one? There's 4 of them. Which one do I get to play?
Wait, can I also be the narrator?
You can be the brute, right?
this is the script. You guys can adjust it, change it however you want. Fuck it, I will make it available for you guys. For one, who wants to be the edit person?
Oh my
Well,
god.
fuck it, I'm gonna make it available for all of you to edit.
Hell yeah, okay.
Because YOLO, I still
Sounds
have a
good.
copy of it myself, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
If we need the original, but yeah, you guys make camp, start reading over your script, discussing what you will do when you eventually reach the camp the following day, and that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Okay.
Whew.
Man. I think Ulog might have took out some aggression out on those guys a little bit.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not gonna say anything about it, but that's what happened. He's a little stressed out right now.
Yeah, that's all right, man.
But yeah, you have that fake bandolier of daggers that's kind of in rough condition, but can still be fixed if you wish to put it back together. There's plenty of supplies inside to repair costume pieces.
Yeah, I guess we'll say I'll go ahead and do that. I guess during my watch, I'll try to see if I can fix it, make it wearable.
Yeah, not a problem. You've tinkered with this kind of thing before. It's not a problem for you to put it back together and make it fit whoever you'd like. But yeah, you guys can discuss the scripts, do whatever, just make whatever decisions you'd like as you prepare to take down or deal with Giles de Neville. Or DeVille.
Aw, yeah. Alright, good session.
Yeah.
I still didn't get my boots, but...
Yep.
They're coming, man. They're gonna be glorious, I have a feeling.
They're in the works.
So ready. Yeah, absolutely good session.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I always like seeing what you guys do and what you get into.
Oh. We were one perception roll where we were just slaughtering them.
It was like low perception, low perception, low perception, low perception. Oh, okay, phew. We don't have to slaughter commoners.
I kind of, I guessed it when you went down to talk with him. I was like, okay. I kind of guessed at what it was, but I had no idea until right then.
You know, I almost thought about setting the wagon on fire. I really almost thought about it. Like, I was so close to saying it, but then I was like, wait a minute. There's cool stuff in here.
All of them indiscriminately.
Yeah.
See?
It just made no sense for them to be over here either.
It's true. Dust doesn't have to think about that, though. It's not his job.
No.
Yeah.
Dust is like, hey,
yeah, they'll be okay.
could smack people.
You guys gave them 70 gold. I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Yep.
Christ.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I would have felt terrible if I didn't give them some money.
Cut their work time by 2 days. They didn't have to go to the bandit camp. I mean, they lost their wagon, and all their equipment.
They lost their wagon and they didn't get paid for the job.
Yeah. But, well, I'm excited to see what you guys do and what you get to deal with when we get there, because, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
But yeah, you did hear, I just want to make sure you did hear they were contracted by someone who talked to someone that's no longer with the group. No, that wasn't with that group anymore. They said that he left, the one who talked to, what was the guy's name, Bryce?
Right, so they have no idea who the people that are coming on.
Brill, that was his name.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, so they said Brill talked to someone who left the group, and then they replaced him with that guy who fainted.
Okay. All right.
He's already showing his worth to the group, huh?
Yeah, really.
It's my first day.
The new guy.
First day on the job.
First day on the job, and he fucking pissed his pants.
I quit. No, he just fainted. He didn't piss his pants. Okay.
The other guy pissed his pants.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, he fainted.
Yeah, one pissed his pants, one fainted, and the others were just like, okay, whatever.
Man, what a bunch of babies.
Seriously,
maybe Ulog just has a very small, like, moral compass or something.
I'm gonna go with that, probably.
Yeah.
They were actually,
they were weak.
Fighters. They're lovers, not fighters.
Yeah.
Nature kills the weak, you know?
You know, Ulog takes pride in being both a lover and a fighter, you know?
Alright, well, I am going to get off. I will catch you guys.
Yep.
Remember, we're not playing next week because of that event.
Oh, Super Bowl, right?
We're playing in 2 weeks. Yep. So we'll come back on, I think,
Super Bowl's next weekend, right?
Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.